Hello. I just put my headband on because Reggie had left. And then Reggie walked straight back in, so we'll see if he comes over for a visit and tries to eat my headband. But anyway, I'm here. We're playing some SOMA. I know that wasn't exactly the plan. But things have gone a little skew-iff on my plan, but that's okay. We're working with it. So yeah, we're playing some more SOMA. We'll see how we go. It was supposed to go for another 3 Mondays. So we may finish it, we may not, I don't know. We'll find out. But our little tip, our little recap, Simon and Catherine have found the Dunbat, but it's been quarantined and they need to find someone who would know a security cipher so they can gain access. Only with the Dunbat will they be able to enter the abyss and find the lost ark. So we found brain scan, an intact brain scan that we thought might have the cipher on it. And now we've gone down into the creepy depths. And we will see what happens down here. Oh, good. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. That sounds super fun. It's a no from me. Thank you very much. It is daytime today for me, so hopefully I'll be slightly less terrified. I mean, I say hopefully. That's hopefully for me. I'm sure you guys much prefer it when I am absolutely terrified. Why else do you watch people play scary games? Okay, that one looks interesting. What does this one have going on? Okay. This is not very well lit. Let's try the other one first. It was a little bit more well lit. I can actually see where we're going in here. And it looks like we're not going far. Oh. Hello. You still alive? Yeah, you're still alive. That is unfortunate. I can't even, talk to you or anything. Just walk around you as you sit there being crushed by metal. That's cool. I'm such a nice person. Nope, doesn't seem to be any sort of interaction. Alright, that's fine. We'll go into the creepy dark room. Love that for us. Alright. Of course. Alright. Take it nice and slowly. Where is it? Okay. It's there. It doesn't have a shiny head. Does that mean I can look at that one? I don't know the rules for it. Are the rules different? Are the rules the same? I don't know. Oh, another alive person. That's nice. So many people still alive. Can I throw these, as a distraction? Well, I just made a bunch of noise. Oh, shh! Which one's run? That one's run. This was probably a terrible idea. There's probably more of them. Okay, we're just... yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. We're totally fine. Alright, so those ones seem to respond particularly to sound. Perhaps. Okay, we need to reset the router. Where would I find a router? I'm making a lot of sound. Right after I just said these seem to react to sound. I'm also walking very crooked. Oh god, it's right there. Looking at it doesn't seem to be causing me too much trouble. I think looking at these ones is okay. I think they just do sound. Alright. Where are we gonna reset this router thing that it keeps telling me about? Trying to be very careful with potentially noisy things. I just made noise. I just made noise. Alright, is there anywhere... Ooh. Ooh, this is a mainframe. Is that what I need? Do I need to do mainframe? What does it say? Unable to connect to mainframe. Ah, this is resetting the router. But it is also making a fair bit of noise. So I'm just gonna hide back here for the moment. Which one's lean again? R1. Okay, got it. That was terrifying noise. Okay, it's beeping. Oh god, what's this say? Flip switch to confirm reset. Okay, go. Mainframe online. Excellent. That's what we want. I think. It's maybe a little bit loud. Maybe. I think it has been reset now, though. I think I can technically leave. Oh god, there's something on the ground there. Alright, we're almost out. Hopefully the computers upstairs are working now. Hopefully that was my goal here. And I have done what I needed to. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's go back up. Oops. Apparently I can't just jump up that, I need to climb up it. Is it still chasing me? Oh god, it's still coming.
Good job, Simon. This better have worked.
Can I, like, close that off? Does that work? Did I even look at the door? Oh no, there weren't any doors over that side. Okay. Alright. Oh, I'm still walking so crooked. I think that's what these weird things technically do. I think they heal you. But I already used that one up. So, it's unfortunate.
What did you use it for? It's a template that has an intelligence pathwork already etched into the base. So, if I wanted to build an AI, I wouldn't have to reinvent a whole model. I would be able to focus on the things that the AI is to be used for. Is every AI self-aware? Do they also think they're Simon? What? No, Simon. Don't worry. It's not like we just put people into robots and machinery and let them roam free. That'd be really cruel. It doesn't work like that. Or at least it didn't used to work like that. Truly sentient machines thinking they are people is definitely new.
But you kept them sentient for the Ark.
Yes, and I basically had to invent the method.
Okay. So, we've got some computers. That's nice. That one over there is the one that I'm going to put the chip into. But let's just read some emails first. We'll scan, log, and schedule. Arc project on hold as Strohmeyer investigates the death of Sarang. Sarang mark suicide. Oh man, there's a bunch of suicides. Strohmeyer reprimanded me. One more death and we're out. Arc project on hold indefinitely. Oops. Schedule. Okay. Cool. It's exciting stuff. And I think this computer just says insert chip, which we can put here. What have we got? Oh my.
See if there's anyone who could know a security cipher.
Okay. Where do I see? Said she'd help out delivering the Ark. Cool. Do I see, like, your job title or something? Type compressed Nakajima neurograph. Killed himself because of continuity. Strohmeyer is really mad at starting security Arc project on hold. Author was Catherine. Okay, never mind. I got excited there for a second. Delta refugee construct Wrangler. He's working for Strohmeyer now. I'm hoping it'll just be one of the notes. Another fucking suicide. Strohmeyer locked me out of my lab again. We look so much alike in a different time. I'm sure we'd be best friends. Aww. She helped me cut the wave leak from the helmet. If anything, it should make the post-scan hangover less severe. Strasky was cheerful and funny as always. Said she'd help construct the Ark but not carry it to Phi. Okay. Interesting. Is there a way for me to learn more about these people? Oh, this being injured thing is real annoying. Pretty sure I did listen to that. What's going on here? Did I already look at these? I don't think I did. Catherine Chun, Imogen Reed, float tank, scan room, a beach, agreeable exterior test applied to Arc. Versailles. Wait, data reconstructed by WoW, do not use. Oh no. I think this computer in here was the one that told me about me. Yeah. Okay, well, let's just click one. See what happens. I feel like Peter Strasky is a name I've heard. So let's do this.
No, won't work. We need someone from Theta Security Group.
Okay, Theta Security Group. Can I just upload everyone?
That one won't work either. Look for security people like Kronstadt or Strohmeyer.
Oh, someone did say something about working for Strohmeyer now. This one. Brandon. Brandon, you got a security key?
Very promising.
Nice.
Let's just load him up and get the simulator going.
Okay.
There we are.
Ooh.
What are we doing exactly?
We're gonna have a talk with Mr. Wan. Use the computer to activate the simulation.
Run.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard.
So we're gonna have to put him in
What happened?
the correct environment.
Mr. Wan.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
It's getting real
Don't worry,
stressed.
Mr. Wan, it'll all get better.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Oh dear.
Okay, calm down, Mr. Wan.
No. Why are you doing this to me?
Subject stress limit exceeded.
I mean, he's a perfect scan, meant for the Ark. He's the real deal. And we turned him off. Took it all away again.
I really thought that was gonna work. Maybe we can try again.
Not just yet. First, let's go see if we can load up a beach environment. You know? Nice and relaxing. Definitely don't use Versailles. I mean, yeah, I don't know if float tank or scan room would be any better. Transfer denied, restricted file. Are they all going to say that? Okay, because I can't copy to anything. Where? Okay, there is a plug there. Can we find something? Can I use the thing that he's scanned onto? If I take this out again, can I put an environment onto this? No. Does not look like it. Alright, that's fine. Let's put this back. I feel like I should go into the place that's scary. Oh yeah, there's definitely another one here as well. That's for sure gonna be correct. Let me just... Okay, no, he is still there. And say I would load Brandon up again so I didn't forget who it was. Alright, there's another area down here. When I went near it last week, it started going blurry super early. There was like an elevator with blood coming out of it or something. So I kind of just ran away.
I wish I knew Brandon better. What would make him talk?
Of course it stops as soon as I go out. Alright, so we're looking for, I guess, some information on who Brandon was as a person. Ooh. There's something I can look at here. Oh, it's just me. I can look at me. Oh, God. I've never looked at me before. That's creepy. Let's never do that again.
You know what? Go look for Brandon's room. Let's do some investigation. I'm sure we can get to him somehow.
What do you think I'm doing? So yeah, we're trying to research Brandon. And also find a USB drive, basically. Something that I can store the environment on. What's the bet we have to use the one that's that it says do not use, reconstructed by WoW or whatever? What do we think the chances of that are? I'm going with high.
I'm not worried that there are other Simons or Catherines running around out there.
Now I am. Geez, Simon. Some thoughts are better left alone.
Look, I would rather the power just be off than it be flickering. This is not the worst option. Is my screen flickering now, though? No, I think we're okay. It'd be real nice if we could stop being injured.
I wonder what the real Simon would have thought if he knew about me.
What do you mean? You do know about yourself.
No, I mean the real Simon. The human Simon.
I mean,
By your reactions, I'd say he'd be pretty upset.
he would think basically the same thing that you think. Right? I mean, I say basically. Theoretically, he would think exactly the same. He died like 2 weeks after this brain scan was done. Okay, the ball is concerning. Okay, they do have names. Guy, Conrad, Nadine Masters,
Maybe they want to
Maggie,
Brandon.
Brandon.
I'll just override the lock for you.
Oh, thanks. Ooh. Also Catherine. Oh god, it's real dark in there. One sec. Oh, it's
Hey, that's
too dark in there.
Bring something? A souvenir?
No, it's just memories.
Here at least I can see the computer.
Maybe we can make the simulation a little smoother.
Ooh. Him and someone.
Cute.
Alright. August 14th. Akers finally agreed to evacuate Delta. Goya, Krier, and I moved into Theta today. Akers said he'd stick around for a while longer, that crazy bastard. I take pride in my work, but goddamn, that place is miserable since the surface stopped sending parts. Did my ARC scan together with Alice. Jeremiah told me...
Named Alice. They did their scans together.
Alice Coster? We could try to make him think that she's there during the simulation. Might make him talk.
Ooh.
Not sure how, though. Keep looking.
Jeremiah told me that the hangover would basically kill me. Such an asshole. I was fine at first, but got a splitting headache a couple of hours later. The biggest pain was that Chun girl. She's so fucking uncomfortable at all times. It makes my skin crawl. Aww. Strohmeyer went ballistic and shut down all future scans from the ARC project. Apparently Conrad wanted in on the continuity and just fried himself right in the pilot seat after the scan. Something tells me we'll be getting new security ciphers. Just heard that Komorabi survey team is going to Delta and pick up Akers. He's been alone for months now. Can't imagine what he's been up to. He played a lot of chess. That's what I know about what he's been up to.
Brandon, you ready to go? Strohmeyer says it's time to move.
I'm waiting for Stratsky and Alvaro to pack up their stuff. Head downstairs and I'll meet you there.
Don't take too long.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Are you though? Are you really?
I heard Alice talking to Brandon on the intercom. Seems like they were getting ready to leave.
You got that from the intercom? Must be a transmission buffer. Hang on. Great, this is exactly what we need. I think we got this, Simon. I can synthesize Alice's voice from the intercom and use it to impersonate her for the simulation. We can trick them into feeling safe enough to open up.
Great. Definitely feeling good about this.
Good job with the intercom. I didn't know you could data mine. What's it like?
It's just something that I do now.
So it comes naturally to you. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I'll make sure to add it to my dating profile.
Oh dear. Is this gonna heal me? Please. Please tell me you're gonna heal me. Getting real sick of walking wobbly.
What the hell are you doing?
I know it looks bad. It makes me feel a lot better. Helps me focus.
That's the wow you're hooking up to.
I need it, okay? I wouldn't have made it this far without it.
Let's just keep going.
You're making it sound much worse, dude. Sorry to tell ya. Okay, so we can now sound like Alice. That's a good start. But I'm pretty sure we need to put him in some sort of relaxed environment. Well, relaxed may not be the right word. An environment that he will feel comfortable with. Ooh. Is this it? Is this instructions on how to make a USB drive? Don't look into a emitter. Okay, that's fun. Alright, none of this actually seems to be particularly helpful. Sadly. I don't know if this is actually telling me anything. Do I need to remember this? Oh, there's a light switch. That'll help. Just walking around in the dark for no reason. Whoa, nice. Alright, you got something I can use? That is a cool poster. I want one. If I look at it now, does that make any difference? Does not. Alright, there was one drawer right down the bottom over here that I missed. What's this? Is this an actual thing? It's a grinder. Lovely. Oh, is that like a blowtorch? That's pretty awesome. None of this is what I'm looking for, though. Sadly. Also, surprisingly. The fact that I could get into this room and also turn the light on. Did the other ones have lights? I didn't see if any of the other rooms had lights. Oh yeah, I think they did. Are you hiding anything under your pillows? No. Sadly not. Ooh. Security ID. That seems like it would be useful to take. Ooh, what's this? Brandon, I'm really a mess about the scan. Everyone is being so brave. All smiles, no regrets. You know how you said you would hold my hand during the scan? If the offer still stands, I gratefully accept. If we do it together, we could suffer the hangover together as well. They say it takes a couple of days to recover. Kisses, Alice.
More evidence suggesting they were together during the scan.
That's okay, Sherlock. We got it already. We should focus on simulating Brandon 1.
But I want to put him somewhere nice. I don't know. Maybe if I go back and then simulate it, it'll do something. Let's snoop in here first, now that I've discovered light switches. Such a complex technology. Her journal. Absolutely, we're going to read this. Imogen Reed tested a machine today. It was clearly corrupted by WoW. Most importantly, it was assembled in seemingly primitive way, like someone had specifically created it for WoW to steal. When activated, the machine mimicked the room and Reed along with it. At some point, she was scanned and then loaded as a simulation inside the digital space. The presentation shocked Reed and was quickly terminated. It scares me how much it reminds me of my AR capsule. After dissecting the vivarium machine that Reed activated, it's clear that WoW copied my capsule project to construct the scenes to hold the Reed simulation. It's actually very similar in its construction, except for one point. Where my capsule houses flat people constructed from model neurographs, the vivarium's brain scan lives on. It isn't limited by its content. From the originating brain scan, Reed emerged. The Reed inside the vivarium was a perfect copy. I have it. I can save humanity. I can build an artificial reality capsule that can hold every living member of Pathos 2. I can't figure out how it worked with the vivarium, but I can replicate WoW's scanning technique using the pilot seats. They are already prepared with the type of electromagnetic drums needed. It was even easier than I thought. The pilot seats are already set to allow the diffraction and high energy needed to capture the scan. I suspect WoW has been using the seat to steal scans from us for a while. I guess that explains the mockingbirds. The WoW must have stolen scans from people using the pilot seat and used it as a basis for intelligence in the machines. Oh man, how many of these are there? With surprisingly positive reaction from the team, we have now officially started the ARC project. We are to scan all the people we can find and load them into the capsule. Then we will launch it into space using the space gun. It's nice to think something will live on like that. Mark Soren killed himself after his scan. He has been suggesting everyone should kill themselves as it would somehow allow them to actually get on the Ark. I'm not sure how that would work. It did trigger a lot of arguments among the staff, and apparently it's my fault somehow. Strohmeyer is not happy with me. I hope it will calm down. It didn't. Richard gave me a set of AI templates I haven't seen before. Unfolded one of them to make a new friend for Capsule Catherine and her gang of legacies. New way to simulate turbulence makes the weather system so much better. Implemented Reed didn't go well. New try with Reed. Reed won't play nicely with the others. She is too real. Interesting. That's a funky mouse. Look at that. Aw, so cool. Alright, let's check the drawers. I'm doing a lot of snooping, which is probably unnecessary. Ooh, what is that? I'm sure it's nothing important. Ah, some scissors. Nice. Ooh, and then bedside table drawers. Weird little doll, a hairbrush, and nothing. Very exciting stuff. I'm so glad we've snooped on all of Catherine's things. Totally worth it. Oh. What is this? Okay, it's not...
The teddy bear could use some repairs.
Toby always breaks. He's top heavy, so he keeps falling over.
It's not as creepy as it initially looked. It's still rather creepy. And is making a good chunk of noise. Which is never a good thing in this game. Ooh. God, this is hard to see. Dear friends, when you read this, I will have entered the Ark. As I've explained, this is accomplished by ceasing to live as your scan is being completed. To not frighten Catherine, I will do this in... can I make it read it? How does it read it? Sometimes it just tells me things. There we go. As I explained, this is accomplished by ceasing a life as your scan is being completed. To not frighten Catherine, I will do this in secret by folding cyanide salts into chewing gum and placing it in my mouth before seeing her. When I hear her announce completion, I will bite down, quickly causing my own demise. When you discover the truth behind my death, know there's no tragedy to mourn, for I am victorious. I advise you all to do the same and join me inside the Ark. Sincerely, Mark Sarang. Look, it's an interesting theory. Don't know what that is exactly. Ooh.
Did you know that the human body consists of up to 75 trillion individual cells?
That voice sounded familiar.
They typically don't stay with us till we die. Some live a few days, while others live a few years. We're not affected by their short lifespans, as they're replaced by new cells which help sustain our bodies. I don't think anyone would argue that we ever lose our persona due to this process. Yet we are clearly...
This guy has so many things to read.
transformation. Then how do we remain the same? A continuous flow of thought and perception keeps an unbroken chain of continuity that we know as our self. Our conscious
Stress ball.
mind is not the pattern of our brain, but a continuous emergent entity based on that pattern. When Dr.
Oh, I thought he'd finished.
the Ark, she is capturing a moment of our existence and placing it inside the digital world. Soon you and your digital you will grow apart due to diverging experiences, but for a tiny window, you are the very same. With unbroken continuity, it will live on. A fulfilling life, no doubt, no less real than the one from which it was plucked. Now remember, you are not your once for a while. If you took away
Oh my goodness, he keeps going.
simply be the only one you can be, the you inside the Ark, let your body die, and continue on in the digital paradise among the stars.
Interesting theory. Okay, I can't actually read this. Something board approved. Ugh, classified. Alright. Mark Sarang, intelligence analyst. Mr. Sarang, the company is very pleased to hear of your success in making the WoW a station-wide presence. We trust you appreciate what a unique opportunity this is, and that you will do everything in your power to fully explore and understand this mystery. To do so, you need to ensure that Dr. Johann Ross is able to steer and study the WoW from Alpha without outside interference. In case of emergency, you may direct Julia Dahl at Omicron to forcefully eliminate any opposition, but please make an effort to avoid extreme actions. The WoW is an important, costly affair, and we hope to follow a steady development without setbacks. The Supervisory Board. Hey, Lakita, how you doing? Okay. Ooh, what's these? Some photos. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's bad stuff. Correct. That is correct. You have identified the bad. Alright, anybody else got anything interesting? Ooh. You don't, you just have a door. Do you? You have a light at least. Oh. Oh dear. Love when I walk into a bedroom and there's blood all over the bed. It's so much fun. We are all dying anyway. I'm all in. I put my faith in Sarang and the continuity. Look. That guy's got a real point. Oh, I wanted to smash the glass. Nice. Koju looks like a scary game. It is a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Good for you. Look, he's got a point. You were gonna die anyway. So you know what? Why not risk it? Maybe it works. Maybe his entire consciousness got uploaded. My only concern, these look like children's drawings. Is that just because he's not a very good artist? Or did he take a kid with him? Oh, that's just locked. Okay. Alright, there doesn't really seem to be anything useful here. I just looked in all these rooms for no reason. Alright. I think the weird thing with this game is that big chunks of it are not scary. Like, I was just looking through those rooms. Totally fine, nothing happened. But then when something does happen, it's not enjoyable. I mean, it is. Just, in a terrifying way. Okay, doesn't look like I can really go anywhere in here. Alright, that's fine. Let's go back and see what happens when I try to just use Alice. I don't think it's gonna be enough. But hopefully Catherine will be triggered by it and help me find the other thing that I need.
I compiled an Alice module that we can use.
So she'll be with Brandon in the simulation.
Sort of.
Ooh.
I'll still need to do the talking, but it'll sound and look like Alice.
Support module. Alice. Let's go.
That wasn't so bad. Stromar really got me worked up, bastard.
What a relief that it wasn't so bad.
Alice, what happened to the room?
What do you mean? Nothing's changed. Everything is A-okay.
Why are you acting like this?
What do you mean, honey?
Whoever you are, you better get the fuck out of here.
It's not what you think.
Uh-oh.
We're the good guys.
Well, what the hell is this? What have you done to me? What have you done to Alice? If she's hurt, I'll fucking end you.
Everybody dead.
Do we need to turn it off? Can we just keep him alive until we've got the cipher?
The longer
He's too
exposed to the computer
stressed.
model, the more he'll get hung up on it.
So, what's wrong with letting him settle in a little?
It would drive him insane. So let's keep the session short and the suffering to a minimum.
Alright, but you're not gonna point me in the direction of my USB drive. 'Cause that's real unfortunate. I was really hoping you would give me some sort of assistance on finding the other thing that I need. But no. You're gonna be rude about it. What happens if I just run it again? Does the exact same thing happen?
That wasn't so bad. Stromae really got me worked up, bastard.
That's great. I'm glad you're alright.
Alice, what happened to the room?
Nothing happened. Are you sure you're feeling alright?
Why are you acting like this?
I'm normal, like always.
Whoever you are, you better get the fuck out of here.
I'm assuming her voice doesn't sound double layered to him.
If she's hurt, I'll fucking end you.
This setup won't work. We need something else.
Well, help me find what else I need. Ooh. Is it this? Is this what I need? Oh yeah, that's at environment something, I think. Alright, let's try this. I need something from this computer. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, it already had stuff on it. Okay, so it already has beach and ski lodge. Agreeable interior test discarded. Versailles is a do not use. We already have beach. Let's copy the scan room to the chip. And also, not the float tank. I think it's going to be the scan room. Given the conversation that we have when we try to run the simulation. He's concerned that the scan room has changed. Was this open before? I think this was completely closed earlier. And that's concerning. Alright, let's try some environments. I kind of want to put him on the beach first, just for funsies, you know? I don't think the beach is going to be correct. But I just want to do it, you know?
Stromae really got me worked up.
Look at this lovely beach that we're on.
What the hell happened? Where are we?
Isn't it so calm and relaxing?
We made it? I didn't realize it would work this way.
Just one thing.
What do you mean?
You know how Theta got a new security cipher?
Yeah. The WoW lockout.
I need that key. It's the only way to save the rest of the staff.
Wait, this is crazy. You're not Alice.
No.
No, I'm Alice.
No, you're lying. This is a trick.
Mr. Bond, I need you to calm down.
This is fucking cold using Alice like that. Get out of my face.
It is. It is pretty cold.
I really need that cipher.
I'm not giving you anything. Take me back to Theta now.
But I need the cipher.
Any more of your bullshit.
Okay.
We need to build the scene so it's more what he'd expect.
Skin
As soon as he starts to
room.
doubt, we've lost him.
You're right. We need to think this through. We need some more data.
Let's go.
That wasn't so bad.
I'm scaring you. Oh no.
Bastard.
Well, that's what you get for listening to his stories.
I guess I had it coming.
About Stromae. He said he needed a new cipher ASAP.
Well, look.
What should I tell him?
The game's scaring me, so I'm just passing it on a little bit.
Wait, didn't Chun just tell you to take it easy? Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
I do feel hungover. Okay.
Oh god.
1729 over
Do I need to remember this? 1729 over 402.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wong. Ready. Goodbye.
1729 over 402.
That's enough. We got what we need.
Is that what we
Okay.
got?
I don't think we need to remember it.
Yeah,
By the
but it
sounds of
shouldn't make any
things.
difference. You're still you. I'm not sure what to do with the data. You decide.
Erase it or shut it down. I don't know which one is more humane. I'm just gonna shut it down. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. You feel the vibe. Good. I'm glad. Alright, how's this door looking? Same as before. Alright.
Simon, we got it. We can get to the Dunbat now. Get back here.
Okay, I'm coming. Oh, game saves. It's never a good sign. Oh god. Alright, back down this creepy tunnel.
Catherine, couldn't we just have extracted the cipher from Brandon's data somehow? It's so cruel bringing him back like we did.
No, that's impossible. Memories don't work like that.
Let's just hope it was
It's
worth it.
unfortunate. Ugh. I think that's just my game being dodgy. All the graphical glitches that are happening there. Not actually something scary.
There you are.
But I don't know.
Warming up the Dunbat for us. It's been collecting dust for months, so it might need a minute.
Alright.
That's it. That's everything. Let's go ahead and... Huh. That's weird. Never mind.
No.
What do you need me to do?
No, not never mind.
The Omnitool can open the door now.
Tell
Get
me.
the Dunbat, then plug me in, and I'll take us into the abyss.
Tell me what the hell you just thought was weird, lady. Excuse you. Alright, let's go. Yeah, some basic information on this game. I'm a robot whose human brain was scanned like 100 years ago. And I just woke up in a weird science base at the bottom of an ocean that's infested by scary things. And only other robots. There's no more humans. All the humans are dead or like kinda dead. You can close your eyes. Okay. Go for it. Yeah, we've found some slightly alive humans. Oh, that's not a good sign. I'm gonna have to climb through that vent. Ow! I broke my legs. Alright. What are we doing here? Doesn't seem to turn. Neither does that. Do any of these turn? Wait, what's this one? No? Alright. How do I turn you on? How do you do things? Not really zombies. I guess they're kind of like, in terms of how they look, I would say they're kind of similar to the, like, clickers in Last of Us. I don't know if you've played Last of Us. They're kind of like that, but they have, like, glowing dots on their head. Glowing balls of light. It's really fun. And if you look at them, that's what makes them angry. Although I did just discover one that reacts to sound instead of look. At least I'm pretty sure that's what was happening. Alright, what am I doing here? Oh, I can actually move this. Alright, well. Guess we're going through the vent now. Maybe. Does this unlock for me? No. Alright, can I wheel this anywhere else that is useful? Doesn't really look like it. I froze. What, my camera or my entire thing? What froze? I still look like I'm going on my partner's screen. Yeah, I'm still going. I think. Maybe. See if it lasts. Alright, is there anywhere else? Oh god, that door is also slightly open. Let me... Am I still froze? Okay, good. Had to restart the app. Excellent. I was looking at my boyfriend's computer and I'm like, it's still working over there. But I've had it happen before where our internet is just like slowly dying. So it's still kind of going on his screen and then the delay finally catches up and it all is gone. I had a really weird one time where I was still streaming, but I couldn't use any internet. Somehow my upload was still happening, but I had no download. It was very odd. I don't know how that's even possible. Oh, that's all good. I'm glad it's all sorted. I really have no idea what I'm doing here. The only thing I can see is this vent, which I can't get into. Can I do something with the camera, maybe? Oh, is there actually something else up there? There's something there. Oh, you were there for that? Excellent. It was good fun. Alright. Just work? Please? Love the hairpiece. Thank you. It is very nice. I keep playing with the weird chewly bits. Luckily my cat hasn't come in here recently because he was absolutely trying to eat it the entire time after I brought it home. Actually, I have some Halloween tinsel as well that I've been meaning to put up. And today, before I started streaming, I was like, oh man, I've still got that. I need to put it up. So I grabbed it and I was like, oh, you know what? I could have just like wrapped some around my microphone arm just so that there's something. As I start pulling it out, Reggie comes in, the cat. He just wants to eat it. Oh, it was so funny. So now the tinsel is just back on the shelf. I had to wait for him to leave before I put my headband on. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? So yes, I'll need to put the tinsel up on the bookshelf at some point in the next few days. Oh, here we go. We gotta plug it in. Nailed it. Cats are funny, yes. That is correct. Sadly, Reggie doesn't come in here very much anymore. He used to come in here and sit with me while I streamed. But I used to only stream when my boyfriend wasn't home when I first started, and so I would be the only one home. Which meant Reggie would come and hang out with me. But now I only stream when my boyfriend is home, basically. I don't know what I'm doing with these. Oh, there we go. We just got to turn them all the way until they turn green. So instead he goes and sits with my boyfriend. Oh no. Oh good. The dun bat is alive. That's so much fun. Alright, well there goes our way out of here. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with my webcams. I had a cat cam, and then I thought the problem was that Reggie ate the cable and broke it. So just a couple weeks ago, I bought a new camera for me because the webcam I had for me was not great. So I bought a new camera for me, and I set up my old camera to be the new cat camera. Ooh, plan B. And it was working when I first set it up. And then I tried to get it to work the other day and it's just not working anymore. So I'm not sure what's going on with my cat cam. I thought maybe it was the plug. So I've plugged it into a different plug and that also doesn't seem to be working. So now I'm really not sure why it's not working. But he's not in here anyway. Did I just do a loop? No, that's different. One day when I have some really fancy technology, I'll set it up like wherever the cat is, and it could be in the bedroom or in the lounge room, and just remotely connect to the computer. But I don't have that sort of technology at the moment. Although I think you can use phones. The cat's not ready for his close-up. Correct. He was such a good stream cat when I first started streaming. But he definitely prefers my boyfriend to me. So anytime he has the option, he will hang out with my boyfriend instead of me. It's very rude. Alright. What have we got going on? Ooh, what's this? Oh, okay. Is that what I need to do? I need to put the yellow machine thing on here? Trader, exactly. It's fine. The boyfriend puts up with Reggie's aggressive behavior more than I do. So it's fine.
Huh? Wait, this isn't... Oh, no! Wow.
Oh, did that one actually not work?
Am I right?
Oh, nope.
That's rarely a good sign.
Damn it. The dumbass was our best
Oh, it's so
shot.
delayed.
Banking on this to work.
Come on, we can't quit now. There's gotta be another way.
Oh, alright.
I
Anyway.
think you did it. How did the team get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
If they didn't use the Dunbat, the only other way would be the climber in Omicron.
The climber.
Like an elevator which supposedly reaches all the way down.
Oh,
into the
good.
abyss.
Okay, so we do that. We go to Omicron and take the elevator.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. We'll just head over to Omicron and hope there's a power suit that fits you. You know, so you don't implode while in the abyss.
You tried so hard.
Sounds useful.
Yeah, I'm trying to not
What is this place?
look at chat
Used to be a lot of
immediately
information
as something
hardware.
comes through,
There's a prototype and everything.
but it was just so
Let's start it.
delayed.
I want to see how it works. Maybe we can figure out how to get on the Ark.
Okay.
You didn't know how to get us on?
How difficult could it be?
Plug that in. That seems like a good idea. Okay, that's doing something. Let's go read this computer. What's happening here? My decision. I have decided to finalize the arc with the scans we have. I'm sorry for all of you who wanted to go but didn't get a chance to scan yourself before the project was put on hold. It's been 2 months since I've added a scan, and I don't see how I'll ever be able to win back the support you all showed when we started the project. I'm sorry, I never meant for anyone to take their lives. It was never my intention to fool anyone. I just wanted to save something. Catherine Chun. What's left? Oh man, do I have to do all these things? Apply interface module. Seal arc capsule. Ask permission from 4Q. Brief Ivashkin, Lindwall, Penderson, and Hill. Tackle shuttle. Take shuttle to Omicron. Pick up power suits, ride the climber into the abyss, regroup at Tau, head to launch site, load the bullet, launch arc. Alright, well at least that confirms my suspicions. Or her suspicions of taking
Quick stop at Omicron, then Tau,
the
then
elevator.
Let's do it.
Easy peasy. Can I look at these things closer? Okay, cool, very interesting. Prep arc with signal transmitter. Power packs TODS. FST kit, extra oxygen, P2 permission?
Wow,
Perhaps?
that's so cool. It's the whole gang.
A crew photo? Really?
Cute.
Who are you saving this for? The world was dead.
Thanks, Simon. I thought being an asshole wasn't invented until the 22nd century. Now I know better.
It is a bit weird to take a photo of your, like, work group and then sign it. Okay, Haimatsu power suit proper usage. Put on the neoprene undersuit and body harness. Check the HPS. Starting with the legs, fix the parts onto your harness and work yourself upward. Lock all the pieces, let a partner help you. Tap the secure button on your arm piece. The suit will then start to equalize pressure and tap into the oxygen tank. If the suit doesn't seal itself, flex the shock absorbers and try again. If it still won't work, do not try to fix it yourself. Contact maintenance. Regular training applies. Don't hold your breath. Don't stay out too long. Don't dive too deep. Don't dive with malfunctioning equipment. Okay. What have we got going on? I haven't actually looked at the computer that I just plugged in. We'll have to do that. Ooh, I can do this now too.
What's this thing?
It's a compound examiner. Foster uses it to investigate structural integrity in payload frameworks.
Of course.
Could you get inside it? If I knew what you were made of, it would be a hell of a lot easier to figure out how to get you on the arc.
I can fit inside it. Oh god.
Bit of a tight fit.
This is not going to be good. I don't know. Where is the on switch? Yes. Yes, I can. Oh god, that's going to make me dizzy.
Worried about radiation?
I think we're beyond that.
You're a robot, dude.
Interesting.
Calm
You
down.
seem to be one with the diving suit you're wearing. Everything's meshed together.
How's that gonna work with the suit we're picking up at Omicron?
I think they're bigger. You should be able to wear them both.
I think they're bigger. Excellent. So glad.
What's that?
It looks like the basis for your body is one of my old colleagues. A standard Cortex chip for robots, including the data reader and the OcuTorch, has just been forced through the skull.
What?
Structure gel has fused the whole
Lovely.
system together. Amazing stuff.
No, hold on, back up. I'm one of your old colleagues?
Well, your body is.
Oh dear.
That's disgusting.
Hey, don't say
It's a little
that.
gross.
She was nice to me.
Yeah, and aren't you upset that I'm occupying her body?
Nudes. That means we can transfer your mind to the Ark with a pilot seat.
Kath, I'm half a dead person.
Yes, it makes sense. Think about it. All those simplistic minds we run
She
into,
finds it all so
a
interesting.
dead person doesn't seem to work that well. A robot body seems to make people a bit unreliable. You are the best of both worlds. A sound mind and a sound body.
At least we know how to get on the ark.
Sort of. I understand the concept, but I don't know the specifics. I really wish we could figure out how the scan data is formulated and processed.
Alright. what's going on this computer, I guess. I think that's the only thing I haven't really looked at. Approximately 43.75% memory corrupted. 896 terabytes of memory corrupted. My goodness. Please reduce memory footprint. How do I do that? Oh, I'm like unticking things, I think. Ah, I see. Okay. So is this basically what we want to take with us? What do we want to have in our lovely future digital world? Sim base requires type SOMA. Scan forest required. You have to go to bed, no worries. Have a lovely evening, night, sleep, weekend. Have a great weekend. Let's go with that one. Thanks for coming by. Alright, what am I looking for? Scan forest. I think. Really not sure what I'm doing. Oh wait, sysgen veg. We want system generated vegetation advanced. There we go. We got there. And then we want system wmod atmo. We need some atmosphere. That sounds great. I'm just assuming what these are short for. Interface scan. Type light SRC. Where is that? Light. Is that just... Ah, we just need one version. We need either a river or a lake. And then noon, sun, noon, moon, full. Let's get a full moon on a lake and see how that goes. We need so many more things now. Physics boy, physics rigid, physics soft, sys w mod dynamite, sys physics fluid. Oh, so close. Alright, so what did I just put in? If we take out lake and moon, what else can I get rid of? That's still required. That's still required. That's not. That is. Alright, let's try... We'll just go the opposite. Let's try river and noon. Are any of them still required? Yes. Boy is still required. I don't even know if this is something that I can just fix by picking the right things. Yeah, okay, so that did make a difference though. Fluid and rigid is worse by the looks of things. I think we want a lake instead. That's my only two water types, right? I think lake is better. Oh no, it has rigid and soft, but they're not as big. We still need that. We still need that. Alright, I don't think there's anything that I can take out at that point. Is there any other light options? No. So let's try moon again. No, it's still too much. Okay, and I can't change the scene, can I? Doesn't seem like it. It's like out of range. Right, is there anything I can do to increase my storage space? Is there anything else I can do at all?
The arc doesn't even look that bulky. This is gonna be easy.
You haven't heard of the concept of
Yeah, sure it is.
Sorry, I forgot your people were superstitious.
Okay, I can't go through there without my Omni tool. And I'm guessing I need to finish the data thing before it'll let me take the Omni tool. None of these are a storage expansion. Okay, I can't pull that out anymore. That's just talk.
See how it works.
Start an arc simulation. How do I do that? Alright, let's get rid of everything again. Oops. And see if I can do anything differently. I feel like I just need to change to the plains grass, but I don't know how. I think that's going to be the big difference. Alright, is there any other... Also, this is really interesting that SOMA is this. I don't know what that means, but it's very interesting. So if we put you in, we now need wmod, atmo, sys interface, we need a water, and we need a light. It seems like lake is easier. It's a little bit smaller. And moon is significantly smaller than sun at noon. That just adds an extra thing. Okay. Light, buoy, fluid, soft, rigid. How do I fix this? I don't even see like where my storage is. I guess it's this. This is the arc itself, I think. Looks like I need to plug it in. But before I can plug it in, I assume I need to fix the memory issue I'm having. And I don't know how to do that. Can't get in there. Doesn't seem to be anything else here. Oh wait, there's also the arc locator and the arc attitude survey. Okay, recently it was decided that the ARC project would become Pathos 2's last official commitment. The staff has been urged to carry on with their duties despite Earth's catastrophic condition. I think the ARC project is the most logical step toward saving mankind, and that we should spend as much time and resources as needed to complete it. Strongly agree. Sure, why not? I mean, that's my main mission in life right now, so... To embark, every passenger needs to be flushed and electromagnetism using a pilot seat. These scanning sessions are known to cause nausea and headaches, sometimes lasting up to 3 days. I think temporary physical discomfort, no matter how severe, is a small price to save mankind. Just agree with that one. The no matter how uncomfortable thing makes me uncomfortable. The Ark is built to fit a Ranger Mark 7 probe, meaning it could be shot into space with the Omega space gun and technically survive for thousands of years, living off the light from our sun and distant stars. I think the Ark should leave Earth behind and be launched into space. Strongly agree. Let's go. The digitalization of humanity is an opportunity to make a quantum leap in our own evolution. The people inside the Ark will, out of necessity, be generated from existing genetic code, but could be altered to allow for cosmetic changes, ease aging, and even prevent death. I think we are at risk of losing our humanity if we were to rid ourselves of disease and our mortality. Nah. Give me immortality. There are only 58 people left alive to be stored inside the Ark. A way to diversify and expand the population would be to introduce artificial intelligences that would in every way appear to be human, but with childlike and naive sensibilities. As we continue to explore the nature of intelligence, we may find a way to make them smarter in the future. I think even an inferior group of artificial people would benefit our society. Sure. Sounds great. Ooh, let's see how our colleagues voted. 76% of people strongly agree for Ark approval. 68% want to turn in the stars. Only 24% want inferior companions. 52% want painful gain. Or agree with painful gain, I should say. And 28% strongly disagree with artificial evolution. Nice. Alright, that did absolutely nothing for my actual thing. My actual mission right now. I still have no idea what I'm doing. God, these chairs are such a pain. Get out of my way. Let me try talking to her again. How? How?
Get an arc simulation going.
But how? She's really not helping me with the how part of this. Alright, I'm gonna have to do a quick cheat. SOMA, get arc simulation going. Alright, tell me your secrets. Do. Yep. Ooh, what's this? Okay. Catherine, plug in the power cord. The computer will boot up and give you a list. You must enable the selected modules and stay with the available memory bandwidth. Enable the following modules. Okay. Rigid. Ooh, we don't need soft apparently. Fluid, boy, Atmo, scan, Dinlight, Veg Adv, scan forest, human, and then you want me to do river, not lake. How come that suddenly works? Alright, fine.
Try loading a dummy scan. Shouldn't be that difficult. I just want to make sure I understand how the scan data is formulated before we start messing around with the real arc.
I'm not sure I did actually try river with moon. Just seemed like river went really badly. Alright, start simulation.
You need to pause while the dummy is loaded, otherwise I can't know if it's working or not.
Pause while the dummy is loaded. Oh no. Lowest. Damn it, missed it. Lowest resource allocation possible. It comes in now. There you go.
Yes, of course. So precise, so perfect.
Nothing like admiring your own work.
What? Oh, right.
Okay.
Are we done here? Can we go to Omicron and get my new suit now?
Yeah, we should get going.
Want to bring this arc as a backup?
No, that wouldn't work. This is just a prototype.
Aw.
Good. I prefer to travel light.
Let's go. Don't forget
Okay.
to take me with you.
Excellent. Let us continue. This is gonna disinfect me. It's doing something. Can disinfect with UV lights, right? That's a thing, I think. Not like fully with the technology we currently have. But in theory, I believe it works. I hate these things say something until I walk up to them. Well, this one says system error. This one was saying something. It had some lights on in some form. Alright, oh, hello. Should go try to visit that dude. Ooh, this might be a smash a glass type situation. Okay. We've got some freaky things about. Probably, chances are they're going to be one of the ones that react to sound. Just because it seems like I'm going to need to break this window. So I'm sure they're not going to make that easy for me. Omega Management, I. Peterson, M. Sarang, H. Woolch something. Storage. Sure, I'll check out the storage room. Another kind of dead person. Two more kind of dead people. I'm gonna leave this one. Just in case I get injured. You know? Okay, so this is where I came from. Yep. If I'd gone straight, this is where I would have ended up. Oh, that's nice. Excellent. So glad someone destroyed that.
Brandon, where are you? It got out of hand. I'm in sector RD4. Did you get everyone downstairs?
Yeah, we're safe for now. But you need to get moving. They're gonna figure out where we are and come for us.
Don't worry about it. The stairs are blocked and I killed the elevator. Pull the connector chip from the lock.
Fine. That means you're stuck as well.
Only way to keep you guys safe. Take the shuttle, go to Omicron.
God damn it, Juan. You just had to be the hero, you bastard.
Good luck, sir. Tell Alice I love her.
Aww. Insert connector chip. Okay. So this isn't gonna do anything, right? Until I... Oh, that's supposed to lock the connector chip in place. Okay. I'm gonna guess, based on the information that I was directly provided and what I just listened to, he has the thing I need. That's my guess. Okay, there are a lot of rooms around here. There's a lot of places to go. That's unfortunate. I'm not loving that fact. Alright, what's in here? So we need some way to be able to get into that room that he's in. Oops. That's not what I meant to do.
Sarah, how the hell are we gonna make sure the Ark makes it?
Every launch is a crapshoot, you know that.
I just wish these numbers looked better.
What do you care? It's just a pack of data, right?
Yeah, just a pack of data.
So I feel like we need to find someone's security card. One of those, like, 4 people that could get into the room. Survival of the fittest. But I'm sure in order to do that, we're going to have to go past some freaky things. Ooh, payload. That's not even red, it just has nothing. Oh god. I don't like this. This does not seem nice. It seems very not nice. This is blocked, right? Yes, excellent. I like when directions are blocked. Means that is no longer an option. Oh, there's a big hole in that wall. Alright, I'm going to use this one. If we get injured more than once, I'm probably just going to choose to die. I was worried that if I stayed there, I was gonna get trapped. Alright, well, we are now injured. Excellent. But there was the other healing place, so let's go to that. Very slowly. It seemed like maybe that monster didn't like it when I put my hand in the thing. Maybe it was just sound that it was attracted to. But I kind of want to do this and then just get out of there as quickly as possible this time. Or stay hidden in between some of the shelves at the very least. That, like, used up this one as well. Oh, man. That is very unfortunate. Alright. Let's go down this way. Oh, infirmary. Yeah, let's go there. I'm sure whatever the infirmary has will definitely be able to fix this robot body. For sure. Alright, there's a door there, but I'm scared to open it. In case that alerts this creepy machine. This is nice.
Brought in today, January 16th, 2104. Reportedly found in his diving suit, unconscious, water. Akers has clearly been consuming large amounts of starch gel for weeks, probably. It's difficult to tell how this has
I think I heard something.
beyond the obvious.
I'm not positive.
If it somehow caused him to gouge out his eyes.
He gouged out his eyes?
Perfectly safe to handle, but I can't recall ever hearing about any recommendations on how to treat exposure.
Don't think many people try that.
Poisonous. But the more transformative aspects of the feral fluid makes me think that malign cell mutations are to be expected. I think I will need to consult Dr. Eames at Omicron about this.
Okay, good choice. If my vision wasn't so blurry, maybe I could read that, but looking at it hurt my eyes. So instead, let's check out this room with the dead body. No, not dead. You're also still alive. Nice. I'm really happy for you. Okay, Terry Akers, age 66, sex male. One of the worst cases I've seen, and it's most likely his own damn fault. He blinded himself and clogged up his insides with structural gel. I'd be surprised if he ever woke up from the coma. Did make me think of Hart's absurd story about what happened at Lambda. Could it really be that the WoW is somehow able to change and rebuild the Hart appears to be in good shape considering the circumstances, only bruises and mild hypothermia caused by the long walk. It's difficult to corroborate her story as she is the only one to return. As usual, Chun is quiet and does her best to avoid eye contact. She doesn't want to be here, but Strohmeyer demands another evaluation. Chun isn't obstinate or dishonest, but she'd rather not speak if it can be avoided. She has a hard time dealing with people in general, including doctors. Catherine Chan is weak in character, the perfect victim to be domineered and pushed around by others. She's a scared mouse I don't want to upset, so we sit quiet and pass the time. My goodness. Conrad is dead. He boiled his brain to pulp with a WREM meter following the ARC neuroscan. Clearly another continuity enthusiast killing himself to take his place on the ARC. Alright, there's a bunch of files that I'm not going to get into right now. Okay, is this just a actual wall I can't get through? Okay. It had like holes in it. I wanted to make sure they weren't holes that I could go through. Alright, that just takes me back to there. What is this? Medical laboratory. There's a lot of blood around this place. Funky. Interesting. Remarkable connectivity, neural patchwork, gel consumption acres, initially reconstructive, unnatural growth, symbiotic attempts, meet downstairs, the shuttle. Can these things open doors? I was about to go through this door. The answer is yes. Yes, they can open doors. That's cool. Good for you, buddy. Is it still behind me? Alright, one of the places I really wanted to go was in here. It seems like a room that I shouldn't be able to access, but can because it's broken. Which is usually a good sign. It's usually somewhere that we want to go. Ah, they were. I was about to say I thought they were playing Hangman. And then I thought they weren't, and then they were. What is that? Quantum something. And I don't know what the top one is. I mean, I don't know what the second one is either. I know the first half of the second one. Okay, maybe this was not an exciting place to be, sadly. None of this seems helpful. Conference room. Ooh. Interesting. I wonder if I'd actually paid attention to the map. If I could have looked at a room and gone, that's where I'm going to find the thing that I need. Or if it was always just going to be a guessing game. Okay, this is where it found me. It went into that room. I don't know if it kept going that way. Doesn't seem to be in this direction. And yeah, the security room does definitely seem like the place I should have just come to. Security checkpoint. It is also red. Alright, what have we got? Override door lock. I want this one to be unlocked. System malfunction, lock limits active. Can I lock something and then unlock something? I can. Excellent. What else was going on this computer? Can I just look at some stuff? Let me out. Let me go back. Back. Key control. No chip inserted. Security messages. Alert. Machine hangar. Huge structural gel leak has caused the WoW to seize control over the Dunbat. Forced to quarantine to override further development. Last thing we need is another talking machine. Welp. You got it. That was us, though. We caused that one. Ooh, what's this? Checklist. Survive the ARC project. Stop people from killing themselves. Send off Kay and the team? Keep people safe. Enjoy the rest of Armageddon. Actually, what is... I can look at it here. Send off C and the team. Oh, right. That's still... It is still Catherine. It's Catherine with C. It's a weird C. It was very pointy. Acres is not alone. At least 3 proxy creatures. Check and seal doors. Move downstairs. Shuttle to Omicron. And this... Is this the people that died? A bunch of them are dead. Lansky is a question mark. Lansky's a definite maybe. In death. Alright, there is a data buffer here.
I hear you, Brandon.
Don't know if it's worth listening to, but, you know, here we are.
They pick up on every move. There's no way past them. Then we'll fight them. We got to get to the shuttle. And end up like Shank and Adams? No way. Listen, I'll create a distraction and pull them to me. Get the gang to the shuttle station.
Wait, Brandon, what are you doing?
Saving your lives.
Back as soon as you guys are safe. Just load up the shuttle. Be ready to go.
Alright, I think I did actually cancel out of that by mistake. But I don't know if they were actually saying anything more important. Kind of sounded like they were done. Right. I'm hoping that this thing is on some kind of loop. I can hear it, but I don't know which way it is. I don't know if it's in front of me or behind me. I can't tell if the vision's actually getting, like, crooked because something's nearby, or if it's just still wonky because I'm injured. Alright. Hopefully we're okay. We're just gonna go into this room right here. Such a dead guy. And everything's gonna be fine. Really thought I was gonna break through that window. Maybe I could have. Maybe that was still an option. Critical system failure. Please reboot the workstation. If the problem persists, inform your administrator. Alright. We've got his ID card, but this is what I really want. Oh god.
I'm sorry about before, Brandon. I'm sorry we couldn't let you rest in peace.
Alright, let's go to the elevator. What are the chances that the sound of the elevator, the bloody light flickering, just scared the hell out of me? What are the chances the elevator is going to attract attention? I don't even... Yeah, I'm not even gonna get this in. Whoops. Wait, what? Key expired. Update chip. Oh no. It's like, it's right here. Does it know where I am? Do they care about me looking at it at all? Okay. This one I'm pretty sure does not care about me looking at it. Just, I'm going with proximity and sound. But I'm not positive. Right. We gotta get back to that security room. At least we know it's over in that vicinity. So we've got time. It's not currently nearby. Pretty safely make my way down here. Oh God, what am I hearing? That's not great. Alright, come on. Key control, update connector chip. Lovely. Got it. I think. I hope. Please don't tell me I have to come back to the security room over again. It's right outside. I'm gonna stay here. I don't know if it's a good idea. Actually, maybe I should get behind the desk. Just don't touch anything. No, this is also not good. Well, there's a corner. Let me hide in the corner. Okay, no, it's leaving. No, it's coming back. God, it's scary looking. It's ugly. Maybe it notices just movement. I'm gonna wait a little bit after it leaves before we start moving. Oh, it's so dark. It's dark, and these ones you can't actually see from a distance, you know? Where is it? Okay, I see it. It is coming right for me. I have no idea how this works. If I start sneaking again, is that a good idea? If I stop moving, is that a good idea? I really don't know. I don't know what's gonna save me here. I seem to have lost it. So honestly, I'm just gonna get moving. Put it in. Put it in. Close the clamps. Get me out of here. It's over here. It's over here. I don't know what I just clicked. I don't know what I was supposed to click. But I clicked something. We're going straight past maintenance down to transport station. Oh, fantastic. Love it. Now what? Seem a little bit stuck. Oh no, here we go. There's a hatch down the bottom. Hatches are normally at the top. Ow! My goodness. Alright, that was fun. Do I have a torch? I do have a torch. I just remembered that I have a torch. Excellent. Ooh. To the ladder. Hopefully this one doesn't break. On the plus side, if it does, we're not that high up right now. If I can find a healing thing. Once more. Looking for some healing. I'm just gonna try going straight to the shuttle and just see what happens. I don't like my chances. Yeah, it's locked. Not only is it not going anywhere, it's completely locked. I can't even get it open. Fantastic. Alright. This is also locked. So I guess we're going back the way we just looked. I looked down the hallway, and then I thought, no, let's have a look around first. But before I go down this lovely hallway, I'm going to take a quick break. I won't be long. I'll run a quick ad just so we get rid of some pre-rolls. And yeah, I will be back shortly. See you soon. Just went to the bathroom and came back to find Reggie trying to eat my headband. Of course. Anyway, let's continue down the hallway. I'm sure it's not creepy. Sure, it's a perfectly safe hallway. Oh God! Did I die? Or was that scripted? I'm really not sure. I'm waiting for the "you have died" screen to come up. It hasn't come up. Maybe I should start trying to move. I feel like I just heard something.
Don't move. It's okay.
Apparently that was scripted.
It's over now. Relax.
Here we go.
Ashley? What are you doing here?
I'm home.
Like couples do.
Aww.
We're not.
You don't
Cute.
Yes, of course, but what happened?
They fell in love.
Okay. Oh, I'm stuck in the goo like the people. Okay. That's definitely interesting. The fact that I went into the goo and then I feel like experienced a augmented reality world type situation, you know, like what they're trying to do with the Ark, has me concerned. I feel like I just entered the world that the Ark is supposed to keep people in. Well, hey. I'm glad I didn't even bother trying to run from that monster that time around. Because it turns out it wouldn't have mattered. I don't believe. Definitely seemed scripted. Okay, here's one. Let's avoid him, if we can. This one's not scripted. This one I can survive. But where is he? Where is he going? What is he doing? Would have been nice if I got to turn that light on first. But I got too scared. I do have my torch that I always forget about. There's probably another one over here. Okay, I can't see anything. I don't think I can go that way. I think that's blocked. Need to turn the light on. I really need a light. It's real dark. So, where is he now? I'm sure I saw a light switch over this side. It was just right next to this guy. Which is, you know, not ideal. Okay, he's doing a loop. That's good. That's what we want. We want him to loop. Oh good, flickering lights. Excellent. So glad I turned the lights on. So glad I just turned my torch on too. Okay, there's nothing through this door. Well, the monster seems to have left this area. Which is, I guess, kind of good. But also kind of bad, because now I don't know where it is exactly. I'm guessing it went through that door, because that door's now open. I'm pretty sure that door wasn't open before. But I'm also not sure if I go through here, if there was anywhere else for me to go. Kinda seemed like a bunch of dead ends. This thing that I can't quite fit under. Rudely. Okay, let's go back. We're gonna have to go through the same door that the monster went through. Sadly. I felt like I was just starting to get the hang of the ones that... Oh shit, it's right there. Yeah, I felt like I'd just started to get the hang of the ones that you're not supposed to look at. And then they threw these ones at me. And I'm not entirely sure what their deal is. I thought they were sound-based. But then they seemed to react to me even when I wasn't making sound. When I didn't think I was making sound. Maybe I just was making sound and didn't realize. Just not sure. Alright, what's going on around here? Ooh, I can actually go this way. Okay. Oh look, a shortcut. Straight towards the monster. Fantastic. Okay, and that leads back to there. Okay. Where is it? What is it doing right now? Is it coming towards me? Okay, I think I just saw it. Yeah, it's there. Walking away from me? Yes. So, what's this? Can't actually get to any of those. It went there. Is there anything over here? No. Alright. We're going to have to keep following it, but also not follow it, because we would have had to walk right into it. Let's hide in this little corner. Okay. Try to walk very slowly. Oh god, where did it just go? Seemed like it disappeared. Alright, I think if I put my hand in that, it's gonna get alerted. but also I want to do it, you know? Nah, we're gonna leave it. Alright, there are more places to go that way. But I kind of really want to go into the vent. Because I feel like it's right behind me. It was right behind me. That was correct. Alright. Where does this one take me? Okay. We're getting real blurry. Seems like there might be one in here. But I can't see it. Okay, there's nothing in this room. Must be like right outside. If it comes around this corner. Oh god, it's coming out the door that I was walking towards. God damn. Okay, which way is it gonna go? It's coming this way. Alright. We're gonna sneak around this way. Oh no, wait, what's it doing? Okay, it's turned around. And is going back through the door. Alright. Let's try to follow it very slowly. Quietly. Don't get too close. Don't be too loud. I'm not even really sure where I'm going right now. I'm just going wherever I can. Alright, there's a door that way. There's a door here that I can't get through. Recharge service battery. Alright, is it continuing through the door it just opened? Is it coming back? Can see it. It is coming back. Alright, let's hide down here. I don't know if this is considered a hiding place or not. Or if it comes down here. Which definitely does. God, it is not pretty. Oh, I can see a hand dangling out from it. Ooh. Alright, well, it left me alone. That's nice. Oddly, I don't find these ones as scary as the ones with the glowing lights. It seems like they should be scarier because they're further on in the game. And also I don't understand how they work yet, which kind of makes them scary. But yeah, I'm just not as concerned about these fellas. Alright, what am I doing in here? Surely this is where I'm supposed to do the battery thing. Ooh. Oh, this seems dangerous. Where is it right now? It's there. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. It's going back that way. But how far back is it going? Is it staying in this room? Is it leaving the room? It looks like it's leaving the room. Oh, okay, we gotta pump this. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna stand up. What is happening? Why does this not work well? Okay, there we go. Got it. I am sure it's gonna come in here after me now. Just gotta work out where it's coming from, where it's going to. No? It's not coming in here? Okay, now it is. It's coming back this way. That's fine. We're just gonna, like, stay here where I can sort of loop around if need be. Oh yeah, here it comes. It's coming. Can I see if I go like here maybe? I'm trying to find where's a good spot to stand where I'm not too close. Oh wait, is it leaving already? I think it's leaving already. It's kind of hard to tell which direction it's walking. Yeah, it's totally leaving. Fantastic. Now I just have to hope that doing what I just did, yeah, fix this. Excellent. Now we can go through here. Can I close it? Just gonna close it. I know they can technically open doors, but I don't know, maybe it'll at least slow it down. Alright, am I just jumping in the water? I guess so. Don't see anywhere else to go. Oh, that's right, I sink in water. Alright, let's have a little look around. I saw some ladder back there. Can always go up there if we need to. But I feel like there's a good chance there's going to be something more down here. Hopefully just no monsters. Okay, there's 2 ladders here, in fact. That's exciting. That looks weird. Alright, and that's just a wall. Alright, 3 ladders. Are they all ladders I can actually use? These ones? Okay. They looked kind of like they maybe weren't usable. They do appear to be. So, if we climb up here, what have we got? Ooh, we are going up very far. I did not expect that. Okay, this bit seems like it's hopefully a bit more puzzle-based rather than run away from monsters based. There's another ladder, but I'm on the wrong side of it. This one I can climb. Can I, like, jump over to this? I can. Don't know what good it does me, but, you know, I can. Alright, let's climb this upwards. That's the thing as well, I could have gone down it. But I'm assuming I'm trying to get up right now, given everything else I'm seeing. Well, maybe not. Alright, let's go down. I have no idea where I'm going, what I'm trying to do right now. I'm just going. Ooh. Did I hang out in that bit of water? Ow. This water looks weird. I don't know if I was supposed to do that. This seems good. I mean, it looks terrifying. Does not look enjoyable, but it seems like the right thing to do. Given the situation. Does it say no storage permitted? It does. It does say that. Alright, let's zap ourselves. Lovely. And do this. Emergency flush. I kind of want to run. Oh god. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think it's okay. I think this is supposed to... I think this is supposed to happen. I think this is scripted. Oh hey, we got flushed down. Nice. Oh, just like this guy. Hey buddy. Killed the dream I dreamed. Oh dear.
Holy shit, Hart blew up the O2 surplus. She sealed the tunnel.
She really didn't want anchors following us to Omicron.
I think that's where I came from.
Her suit is leaking.
We have to get her to Omicron.
Shit, it's bad, real bad.
Oh, fuck, no!
Alright. What is this way? This seems like the way I should be going. I don't know. I've walked very far underwater in the wrong direction before, so who knows? This is the direction it pointed me in. Guess it depends if the game is trying to help me or screw with me.
Alright. Let's find Omicron.
Okay, what is going on with these? Red lights in this game seem to never be good, so I'm a little concerned about these things. No idea what they are. They do have little screens. What do you say? Power failure. Okay. That's cool. Do I need to fix you? They're all like daisy chained up together. So theoretically, if I do need to fix them, I only need to fix the power and it should fix all of them. Hopefully. But I don't even know if I have to fix them or not. Oh, what is that over there? What is this over here? Oh my goodness. So many freaky underwater stuff.
Gave me a diving suit.
Well, look, I'm not sure if any of them actually made it, so you're probably fine on the diving suit front. At least on number.
What is this shit? Armor for the apocalypse? Omicron is in quarantine. This is why they didn't answer our call. Hello? Christ, Strasky, it's called a radio. They're not gonna hear you better if you scream.
Jonesy, are you okay?
Are you
I know you're
sure?
strong type, but I need you to say something every now and then so I know you're all right.
Uh-oh, he was not alright.
Fuck's sakes. Let's try the annex again. Maybe we can break in.
We're losing Jonesy. We need to get her inside.
Oh, get in line! Alvaro, there's nothing we can do for her right now. Hit the stasis switch and let's check the annex.
Alright, definitely seems like I'm gonna have to fix those floating balls. Because that door also says power failure. Friend bot? Oh, friend bot. You seem real sad. I'm not even sure if that is friend bot. I mean, I know it's definitely not the same friend bot. But there's a type of bot that is always my friend. I mean, it could be the same bot. I don't know. Is this the... This better not be the elevator that goes down. It better be that over there. That'd be awkward. Alright, let's go look at the weird ring of lights situation. Actually, this looks like it's what's wired up to the door. So maybe this is what we need to fix. Not the weird floaty orbs. Oh. Oh, hello there. Just sitting casually.
And nobody's answering to anything. What kind of cold-hearted motherfuckers would just leave us out here to die?
Don't you get it?
The ones who are dead. Yeah. They're very cold. Because they're dead.
How can you be so calm about this shit? We are dying.
How much air have you guys got?
20 minutes, tops. Hey, I'm in red. Seconds away before the CO2 gets me.
Strasky.
Why wait, right? I'm the master of my own fate.
Wait, Strask, what are you doing?
Oh, I just took off his helmet. I see. Nice. Solid choice. How long am I going to listen to this man drowning for? There's an excessive amount of drowning. Alright, what is in here? Manual override? Sure. Let's open that up. First things first, we start with manual override. Obviously. Pressure pump. Ooh, there was something there. Oh yeah, the handle. That's okay. Does not currently move. Power failure offline, so that's not going to do anything. And that just leads to a closed door. Alright. Before flushing, make sure to open valves and turn on the pump. Alright, open valves. And turn on the pump. Okay. I did things. Now, I guess we will flush. Hopefully. Once more. Cool. That's still offline. But the door's open now, so we can climb on up into the spaceship thing. Yes, the first thing I did was open the 2 lockers. Very important stuff. Is there a bad guy in there? Am I just freaking out? That's it?
Can't read him like the others.
Interesting. My screen's getting real cracked. Ooh. I may have needed to know what each of those switches were, but anyway. Too late now. Alright. Can I do this yet? I can. Alright. She does get a little screen.
There you are.
Where are we?
We're right next to Omicron, a smaller building connected to the main site. Can't you tell?
No, my view is pretty limited. There's some heavy restrictions on my system access. Did you find a power suit?
Not yet. Trying to figure out how to get into Omicron, the big building.
Oh, okay. Keep up the good work.
That's it? You got nothing?
Good luck.
Thanks.
Very helpful.
Kath, how are you so okay with all this?
With what?
Being a talking box, for one thing. Not being human.
It's not so bad.
So, you're not bothered at all by not having a body?
I'm getting there. You're making me feel really self-conscious.
Come on, be serious.
I never felt that comfortable being human in the first place. This isn't much worse.
Not being able to move would freak me out. Glad you got the box and not me.
Would make it a little easier to help out if I had a body, but you're doing a good job.
Just figured being able to stretch a little would give you some ease.
My physical constraints don't translate to my experience very well. I feel about as human as before, but as if suspended in air. Which is kind of interesting now that I think about it.
I just flipped switches until that worked. Okay, black box status. Omicron crew status, everyone is offline. System updates. Update enables black boxes. Carthage implemented. Standard X4B extension. Area calibrator for ACR. Diagnostic tool for post-impact contingency plan. Something creepy from WoW, I'm gonna guess. Stuff needed to make the crane work again, all up to Alan now. Unnecessary security update for the paranoid lab rats. Dead people don't bite. Are you sure?
Kath, why do you think I was made? Why would this AI, the WoW, bring me here?
I don't think we could ever know. I have my own beliefs, but nothing that can be verified. There has to be a way to cancel the lockdown. Have a look around the room.
Need a code.
Herber, do we have any painkillers left?
Herber.
Tinnitus is
Hold on.
becoming crippling.
Sorry, we only have heavy stuff left. Morphine level drugs.
I'll take it. It's like my head is about to explode.
Can do, that's stuff for emergencies. Besides, Cameron thinks the ringing will settle when JR reaches 100%.
Then tell him to hurry the fuck up.
Should be a matter of hours. Just hang in there.
Keep me posted.
Yeah, well, I have this thing I need to take care of, so I'll talk to you later, okay?
Sure thing, Herb.
Interesting.
Overloaded is black box.
Humans have black boxes?
Here we do. Company policy. It records your vitals to help medical personnel treat you in case of accidents.
That's how I can hear the dead.
Right. Yeah, you should be able to data mine black boxes, just like the intercom at Theta.
Nice. So that person by the terminal didn't have one?
Yeah, what is that?
Where'd you go?
Just doing some exploring.
Looking for the glitched noise.
Catherine, are we alive?
That's an impossible question to answer. Definitions.
Just figured there must be a way to know. Know if this life is worth living.
You assume you've changed so much, but have you really?
I don't know. I don't feel so different. The world sure does.
Yeah, well, it's been like
I never
100
realized how
years.
much the idea
80
of
years.
myself
No,
depended on where I am.
90 years.
How do you mean?
I miss Toronto. Not because my friends and family are there, but because I know where I fit in. In Toronto, I know who I am.
That's an interesting observation.
Adam Galaski is ordered to come to Theta as soon as possible. Urgent. Alright, what is this? Gask, I tried to figure out what it was about, but they wouldn't tell me anything. All I know is they asked if you were missing or if you were dead. Something must have freaked them out. I think you better do as they tell you, Herbie. But you didn't give me the code. Oh, man. I need the code to unlock. Ooh, what's this? I don't know if that's actually something. I think it's just box numbers. Alright, let's really go looking for this sound. Oh, is it that computer? I looked at that computer first, right? Something must have happened since then.
Did you do that?
What's this?
think I solved it.
0090.
Why do I get the feeling that we just got lowered into the back of a van?
What are you talking about?
That's one way of putting it. 0090. Quarantine lifted. Excellent.
Omicron retracted the quarantine shutters. Lockdown canceled.
Something wants us to come inside.
And we want to go inside. What's the problem? Come on, let's get going.
Because something shouldn't want us to go inside. Obviously. Oh, right. I didn't pick up the Omni tool. I was like, why aren't I swiping? Oh, I left her at the computer. Sorry, Catherine. Nearly left you behind. I feel like I've said a few times that I'm not gonna leave you behind. Why are you always telling me to remember to take you with me? Totally almost left her behind. I know why she says it now. Alright, let's get submerged. The reflection on the water as it raises up is pretty cool. Alright. Down we go. This way. Ooh, I think the lights are on now. And Robot's here. Friend Robot woke up. Something's getting wobbly though. Alright, let's just go for it. Open! Flushing. Give me some air that I probably can't actually breathe. Wait, what? Mech malfunction, use alternate entrance. What are you talking about? What is the alternate entrance? Oh, man. Look at all those pipes that are cut. Alright, what's the bet the alternate entrance is out here somewhere? Does look like there is a continued path here. I didn't notice this when I was out here last time. Thought I had to jump down onto the next bit in order to keep going. But, nope, seems like I can keep walking totally safely as the entire structure falls down around me. But I'm sure it's fine. Oh gosh. Okay, we're going down. Not quite the way I'd intended, but anyway. That one didn't break my legs, so that's nice. Alright, this one's working. Excellent. Are you finished yet?
Let's find that suit and get out.
Completed. Oh gosh. That's a lot of dead people. Is this the suit I'm looking for? Seems like a no. Is that person missing their head? Seems like a yes. Oh, and this one too. But I'm having some real trouble reading their last moments. It's interesting. Okay, what's this? Global lockdown active. Override a drive room console. Is that just water dripping or is that footsteps? I think it's just water dripping. Alright, what am I doing? Override at dive room console. Okay, can't go that way. What else have we got? Some sort of circuitry. Alright, back we go then. Sec entrance. Oh man, this one doesn't have a name. No idea where I'm going to. Up some stairs, apparently. We're going up. I'm sorry. Apparently the robot repair bay is in this direction. But I don't think I can actually go that way. Dive room will be to the left at the top of the stairs, I think. Not entirely sure how those directions work, since you can't actually go the directions that it's pointing. Alright, hydroponics. Containment something. Alright, seems like containment may be the only one I can go into. Power room, main entrance. South hallway or something, I think that says. Alright, most of those are locked though. Gonna have to go through here. What the flippin' heck? Something teleported into this room. And then I think talked to me? Something that made my screen freak out. Dive room is to my right. But maybe didn't necessarily seem like a bad thing? Not positive. Definitely freaked me out. But I'm not sure if it was actually monster. Definitely looked terrifying. But maybe good monster? Maybe friend monster. Oh dear. I don't like long hallways. It's never a good sign. Something bad's gotta happen in a long hallway. Okay, that's very bright out here. Is this the dive room by any chance? We have somewhere to plug Catherine in, so that's good. Let's do that.
Is this Omicron? Everything is so basic, so limited. I hope it's not the Omnitool falling apart. Okay.
I hope it's not also.
You know, so we can go into the abyss without ending up like a recycled can of soda?
You think we'll find one that fits me? I mean, I'm kind of in a suit already.
That's been bothering me too. You know how you were transferred from Vancouver?
Toronto.
From then to now.
How could I forget?
Okay, so we do it again.
You want to send me to the future?
No, you idiot. I want to transfer your mind into a new body.
I see.
We already know it can be done. We don't need to make it a big deal.
It is a big deal, Kath. It's a huge fucking deal. There's got to be something else that can
Let's
take
choose
us
one
out.
of the ones that has heads,
Data was the
please.
only vessel that could take that pressure, and you saw what happened.
Then think of something else.
Simon, please. You don't have to switch this instant. Just play along for now. If we find something else, then great. If not,
I'm not promising anything.
thank you, Simon.
Just play along for now.
Keep the
Like, I mean, I know I'm playing a game. But telling someone to play along for now is, yeah, not a great idea. Power suits tested and ready, Jasper confirms. Omicron scans are in the Ark, Catherine confirms. Loaded equipment and extra rations, Ivashkin confirms. Climber calibrated for weight, Alan confirms.
What are you waiting for?
Crane operator ready.
Let's get on with it.
I'm reading things, Alan confirms. Omicron standing by for pickup in 2 days, Eames confirms. There's a broken Omni tool. Nice. There was something else down that other hallway that I never quite investigated. Oh, nice. Activate terminal.
If there are any power suits left,
Whoa. Okay. D.
Nice. I found one of the power
Is
suits.
it
Dead woman
nice?
inside. At least I think it's a woman.
Herbie.
Just like the body we found in the annex. She's missing her head.
gross. This could work in our favor, though. Look for a terminal nearby. See if you can boot it up.
Alright, well, something's happening. Remote control. And then there's airlock door. What if I open airlock door? Check your air supply and systems. Alright, I need the Omni tool for that. Gotta finish whatever Catherine wants us to finish first.
Get the suit activated.
Yeah, come on. High pressure power suit guaranteed to withstand temperatures spanning 50 to negative 75 degrees Celsius while keeping a steady 40 degrees on the inside. 40 degrees? That is not a comfortable temperature. It is hot. The suit will automatically shield the wearer from pressure and maintain the normal 1 ATM up to a depth of 500 meters. The onboard controller monitors the wearer's physical state and is able to minimize risk of shock, hyperventilation, and even dehydration. The suit is easily assembled through rotating neck and wrist rings that locks the gloves and the helmet in place. Note that the joints won't seal unless the controller is able to identify a wearer through a set of sensory systems. Suits may be locked to specific personnel, but as a default, the suit will accept anyone. The controller is the onboard computer monitoring pulse, brain activity, body temperature, and stress through skin conductance. Uses this information to provide the wearer with the safest experience. Alright, tracking. Where are they? Is that just gonna keep going back and forth? Is that showing me where they are? One at Climber Station, one at Tau, and one at Omicron? Perhaps? Power suit missing, power suit missing. Which one is it? I think it's D. Error found with suit.
Grade A material.
Don't write it off just yet. Remember what we found out at Beta? The suit you are wearing is basically just a Cortex chip working a few pints of structure gel, powered by the on-suit battery pack.
And a dead colleague, Imogen Reed.
Exactly. If you think about it, we're actually incredibly lucky. We found a suit with an already dead body inside.
Whoa, we're so lucky.
What about the WoW? What makes you think it'll play along?
It's not magic, it's algorithms. A set pattern. The WoW won't be able to deny us, even if it was capable of wanting to.
I'm still not crazy about this plan. It feels wrong.
Please, Simon, I can't give up on the Ark. I need this to work.
So we need a Cortex chip, structure gel, and a battery pack. That's one hell of a shopping list.
Thanks. I'll just hang around here if that's okay.
Oh, sure. Go for it. So, skin galvanic response fail, power source fail, cortex activity fail, body temperature fail. Everything failed. Alright. I guess we're going back out again. Alright, so we've got a few things we need to collect. Probably gonna forget. It's weird that was yellow. Alright. Structure gel, cortex chip, power. Ah, this was just the other end of that. Oh wait, there is storage. Let's try storage. Anything in here I need? Does like a different hand when they've got the thing that they're actually going to pick up. Look, I would guess if one drawer's locked, they're all going to be locked. But let me just double check. Yeah, like grabby hand is one that they're just gonna physics grab. I think there's like a pointy hand, that's one they're actually gonna put it in the inventory. What do I need? Structure gel, battery, something else. Is this on yet? No. That's a shame. Ooh. What's going on here? Nothing really. Okay, so can I go back this way? Is anything else unlocked, open, accessible, on? Here we go. This is on. Midsection Omicron locked down. Okay, so this is midsection. I just came out of the biomech laboratory. No. I came out of the hallway, which goes to the infirmary and the deep diving prep room. So biomech lab and biologic lab are both closed off. I came from the lower level. Ooh. Ah! Did I say get the virus? Where I came in, that alternate entrance I think is up the back there. Dress room was where a bunch of people were dead. Came into there. Okay, how about upper? There is... Actually, how do I get to that? Destroy the WoW. Yep, cool, got it. So if I go back out the door and then turn left, I think I'll get to the stairs that maybe take me to the upper level. Not confident on that. Error removing lockdown, standby for diagnosis. What have we got? Fault located, F3 power room, system overload. Oh. I didn't see what that one said. Okay. How do I... Am I supposed to touch everything? Is that the goal here? Reset. I think I'm supposed to go through every square. Which I think is easy enough. I think I basically had it just then if I'd started in the right place. An eternal nightmare. Nice. Alright. Lockdown's removed. Not entirely sure that's a good thing. But it's happened. What have we got here? An unusually sedated orange roughy found hovering outside Omicron's substation. It had a remarkable bone growth that seemed to interfere with its perception. Brought it inside to study it, but it stiffened and died in the process. During post-mortem study, the thing kicked back to life while being out of water. Kept swinging for a few minutes, so I returned it to an aquarium. It instantly started banging into the glass and bludgeoned itself to death before I could relocate. That's fun. Actually, what did it? Jacob Halperin. We have Shelley dead on arrival. Darby and Waldeck identified it as what was sabotaging the Luma probe at about 900 meters depth. It's a 150 centimeter long rudder fish that looks like it has merged with some other kind of fish or shark. It's the freakiest form of mutation we've seen so far. It's clear that it is getting worse. Something is causing this, and I'm not buying the radioactive fallout nonsense that Orvari can't shut up about. And Johann Ross dead on arrival. This dead man found on the climber this morning has been identified as Johann Ross, the AI psychologist working at Tau. I can't even begin to imagine what has happened down in the abyss, and frankly, I won't risk losing my staff by going down there to look. If the ARC team is alive, which I highly doubt, they will have to find a way to give us a sign. We're not going down there again without good reason. That's fair. Ooh, high security area, sure. That sounds fun. Surely if there's high security, it means the monsters didn't get in, right? I'm sure that's what it means. Clean room. This does not look clean. This looks very messy. Okay, that's cool. Someone tried to put themselves in the shower. It did not work, by the looks of things. 2, 3 hours, 11 hours, 26 hours. They grow it? Theta, structure gel, test formula, set up split circuit board, micro battery, less than ideal. Circuit mimicked, system shock death, check previous results. Alright, what have we got here? The structure gel has been charged and actually keeps going for a while, even when removed from a power source. If applied to circuits, it seems to help out with connectivity. It seems like it's not only connectivity, but even functionality. The gel can make simple machinery work and act more efficiently. However, the modifications that the WoW has made to the gel are full of extra information that doesn't necessarily make sense. When applied to something more complicated, it causes the gel to act as a cancer upon the host, eventually ruining it. We could use the gel to our advantage, but it needs to be uncalibrated to get rid of the bad code. Applied gel to dead mouse. The gel caused the mouse to appear alive. It was put into the same habitat as a living mouse. The reanimated mouse was apathetic, while the living one seemed stressed. That said, listen to me. After 15 minutes, the reanimated mouse attacked and killed the living mouse. Half an hour later, the reanimated mouse stopped moving. The corpse was solid as the gel had hardened within it. Reanimated another mouse with structure gel. This time it was done with uncalibrated gel as produced by Eames. The results were impressive. The thing appears catatonic, but it's more of a sleepwalker. To avoid the thing hardening as before, stop the wow. Yep, got it. Electromagnets are used to cause a low electrical current within the animal. This also provides us the ability to somewhat control it. The structure gel remains unchanged on a fundamental level. It's still the same cross-linked gel with aligned graphene in a polyunsaturated matrix that was installed throughout Pathos 2 a few years ago. The problem is not the gel, but its controller, the WoW. The gel has not taken on any new properties. The WoW simply uses it in ways that we would never have even dreamed of. Is the WoW controlling me? Am I the WoW? Overwhelming evidence concludes that all deformed creatures, the fish, the sharks, and even the helpers, were manipulated by the WoW via structured gel. They have, in some manner, been exposed to charged gel and in turn stricken by a cancerous growth that affects their whole being. It's difficult to ask why when talking about an AI, but it all started shortly after the comet killed the surface. I can't for sure say if it's bad code or carefully programmed mercy killing, but it looks like it's not going to make things easier for us to survive. Oh, missed that one. Okay. Status, -20. Gel uncalibrated. Open. Of course. Control chip malfunction service required. Alright, give me that. I'm sure I won't be able to service it here. I have to leave and come back or something. Ooh. Dispense gel. I don't know what I just did. Oh. I made some stuff. Gross. Interesting. Alright, can I open this? Okay. Am I supposed to put gel on it? I'm very concerned about what I'm doing right now. All the way over to this one. And hit it with some gel? I suppose? I'm not feeling good about what I just did. Alright, and then can we put it back in? And open. Excellent. Well, that's step one. Or one of the steps. Not necessarily number one. But that's fun. That's cool. Yep. Great. Love it. Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm gonna go to the one straight across the hallway next. Not the hallway, the containment room, whatever this is. Something's happening. Okay. The fuzzy screen doesn't necessarily seem to be bad anymore.
It's not something you really want to get comfortable with. That's funny. That's really funny, Julia. What's going on? Am I that transparent? What you want, Molly? We're friends, right? Yes. Do you think Alpha is real? What makes you...
Cold storage.
What feels that? I think Ross is trying to tell me something. About Site Alpha. He wants me to go down to the abyss and find it.
Site Alpha.
You've been down there.
Have we heard that mentioned before? I don't remember.
Talk some sense into me. Ronnie, I'm not at liberty to... I can't talk about that. What?
Oh my. Not, no, I don't think it's real. I'm not at liberty to, and I can't talk about that. Alright, Ross and the WoW confirmed a correlation between the overloaded systems and the corpse of Dr. Ross. Was able to shield off the corpse inside the glass jar for a couple of seconds and witnessed a massive drop in the readings. If we really have to keep Ross inside Omicron, I suggest finding a way to erect a permanent barrier to avoid severe system malfunctions. WoW is definitely repairing Ross' corpse. It's the most insane thing I have ever encountered. Somehow the WoW, primarily relegated to the structure gel inside the walls, is bombarding the corpse with every system it can access. The glass jar is surrounded by an unhealthy amount of electromagnetism and radiation, which seems to be instructing gel already stuck inside Ross's body. Not sure what the WoW expects to happen when it's restored, but at least all the crazy should stop when the body hits 100%. Maybe. Oh, this is just a mirror again. Creepy ass mirror. Bunch of dead rats. Nice. Love that. Some sort of monitoring equipment. Ooh, a thing to stick my hand in. Nice one. Okay, what is this? Nothing? Should I turn all the lights off? Seems like I may have turned the lights off. I don't remember it being that dark. 3, 2, 1. Alright, I'm not sure if there's anything essential in this room. Let's see if we can go upstairs. There's gonna be a bunch of extra rooms unlocked now. Let's check hydroponics. Just a quick look in hydroponics. You know how it is. Alright, that's cool. Which way was up? I think I will go this way. This is the way I didn't get to go. Because it was locked. Yeah, this is up. Concerningly, I'm starting to become unfazed by the flickering screen. Concerned by that because if I keep being unfazed, I'm going to be surprised by a monster sometime soon. Omicron Medical Facilities Advanced Mariculture, home of the ACR Abyss Climber Rig. Did that just make noise? I didn't like that. Not like that at all. Okay, so... Oh, upper is also in lockdown. Alright. Remove lockdown. Oh. Well, that seemed easy. Not at all concerning. Let's just have a look at the map. So one's going to take me to the hallway, which takes me to the mess hall. The other one's going to take me a hallway that takes me to the power room. Okay. The airlock's sort of out and behind me. Let's go to the power room, because I'm pretty sure I need a battery of some variety. What's this? Storage. Sure. Can check storage real quick. Maybe they're storing a battery in storage. Yeah, it seemed like it was going to be too easy. Oh no, there's a vent to climb through. Means there's probably going to be a bad guy. It's definitely a dead guy that's moving a fair bit. He's got some real movement going on there. Okay, of course this is empty. Emergency PALS S.3 High Performance Power Pack. Okay. We're gonna have to either find one or potentially kind of build one. Okay, there's one there. I was worried it might have been the guy behind me that was about to come for me. Oh, this is still locked. Not in a great spot right now. Do I have to go towards it? I don't know if it's moving. I could try to scare. Well... This is becoming much more scripted. Electrical hazard. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything there. Did it just evil laugh? Kinda sounded like it made a very evil laugh sound. I think it's technically facing away from me if I come down here. I don't know if that's good enough. I feel like this is just kinda, I just kinda have to do this. Okay. This is fun. Not entirely sure where it is. What it's doing. Really seems very hard for me to get past this one. Is it about to eat me? I don't know if that was supposed to happen or not. I feel like no. Oh, maybe? Okay, it's still right there. Which is not great. Do I just want to sprint past it? Sure. This worked last time. Didn't exactly mean to hide in the storage room, but anyway. We're here now. Alright, that was fun. That was an experience. Oh god. Poison the well? Well, that's interesting. Okay, this is creepy. Ooh, food. Is this still nothing? Is still nothing. Hey, there's another thing for me to zap myself with over there. Can I use your computer, dude? Oh, I wanted to use your computer. That's unfortunate. Alright. Can I see what the other thing I need is? I've forgotten what the other thing is. They're the two I remembered. Structural gel and battery. There was something else. But I'm not sure what. Battery seems like it was the hard one to get. So we've got that now. That's good. Take that one off the list. I guess I'll go downstairs to some of the stuff I didn't do downstairs. Is downstairs in lockdown? Ooh. Maybe. Not entirely sure. Let me just check. If I go this way, yeah, what happens at the airlock? Ah, this is the main entrance. Everybody's dead. That's what happens. Okay. So are people's black boxes in their head? Is that why I'm not getting anything? Because no one has a head? Or is it just weird? Reminder, check your air supply and systems. Don't seem to be able to do much with any of these. That's all chained up. Sadly, I do not have bolt cutters at this stage. Alright, well, that's interesting, but I don't seem to be able to do anything with it. So, let's go back downstairs, where it's hopefully a little less scary. Which way takes me down? This way. This way takes me down one more time. I could go back and ask Catherine what else I need. But I don't know if that's entirely necessary. I feel like it will become clear. Oops. Every time. Alright, we have removed the lockdown on the lower floor. Fantastic. Robot repair bay. Can you repair me? I don't know if I need repairs. I've been through a lot these last few days, hours. I have no idea what time is in this game. Probably partially because I'm a robot. Alright. Interesting. That does that. Ooh. I see. What am I trying to do here? I think I'm trying to eject the chip. That seemed like not what I was trying to do. There we go. That seems good. Is that what I needed? Or do I need this to get the thing that I need? I'm really not sure. Oh. Hello, person that's not a person. Definitely a robot person.
Strasky, are you there?
I hear you, Herbie. What's up?
Just wanted to check in. I have to go do something. I might not be around for a few days, okay?
Rally Herbert leaving the listening post? Must be important.
It is, Strask. It is.
It is.
Okay.
Oops. They were still talking. My bad.
You will be as soon as we make friends with the power suits.
I'm sure you'll get used to it.
Just wanted to check in before we pass the last working Lumar probe. Guys, any last words to Omicron? Don't forget to pick us up. You heard that, right?
Don't worry, we won't forget.
All right. Heading into radio silence.
Good luck, guys.
Alright, outgoing Tau.
This is Rowley Herbert calling from Omicron. Please respond, Tau.
Unable to connect.
Uh-oh.
Relay out of range.
Yeah, I get it.
Unable to connect. Lumar relay out of range.
An eternal nightmare. My.
Strasky, are
Alright,
you
what was
there?
the rest of this
I
one?
hear you, Herbie. What's up?
Just wanted to check I'll be around for a few days, okay?
Rally her relieving the listening post? Must be important.
It is, Strask. It is.
Okay then. Stay safe.
Okay, that's all. Was not worth going back for, but anyway. Okay. So many things to look at. Oh my goodness. Into the Abyss, take it to Alpha in the Abyss. Find Tau, find Alpha, take the gel to Alpha. Wait, what did that one say? The heart of Alpha. Ah, some headphones. Lovely. Alright, this is still locked. It's interesting that there's still doors that are locked. Thought I would have got through most of them by now. Alright. Let's go back and see if we have everything we need. Hopefully that robot chip was the last thing. Oh god. Okay. Come along. Whatever the hell you are. Okay, that one seems bad. And just get sprint. Woo. Thanks, Kath. I'm guessing that means I have all the things I need.
Yeah,
Did I just do everything in one go?
this is crazy.
Don't worry, it'll work.
Alright. Alright, how do I do all the bits? There we go.
Make sure it's all bunched together with the structure gel connecting all the parts.
Oh,
All right.
gross.
From the terminal again.
Alright, retry.
I can't believe we're doing this.
It will be fine.
Then why don't we put you in the suit?
I was gonna suggest that if you refused.
You'd go without me.
I need to do this, Simon. This is important. I need to launch the Ark.
You'd really do it. Change body.
Yes, if you want to stay here, I'm not gonna stand in your way. I don't want to tell you what to do.
Won't be like before? Close my eyes
And then open them again.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you, Simon.
Oh my.
Sit in the pilot seat in the next room. You might need to boot it up.
This seems bad. Okay. How do I boot it up? Plug this in, I assume, but where? From where? There we go. Nope. That's the pliers. That's the box. No, can't plug that in? Alright, we'll just come here then.
Loop back the activity manifested by your current Cortex chip.
Oh
run it through the
gosh.
amplifier, feed it into the new chip, and then make sure it's synced.
You lost me halfway there.
You don't really need to understand it. Just make them line up.
Okay. Figured out which one I'm moving to where. Frequency. I think we want less frequency, don't we? Something like that. There we go.
That's everything. You can climb into the pilot seat now.
Already?
Nice.
I have everything under control, so please, have a seat.
Am I gonna wake up back in Toronto?
Go sit in the pilot seat.
Oh, I forgot I had to actually exit it. Toronto, Vancouver, whichever one.
But this should be over soon.
It's like having your picture taken.
But with the most expensive camera in the world,
You know, Indians thought photos would steal their souls.
in this case, they'd be right.
You trying to steal my soul, lady? Not quite.
There must be something wrong. Can't you run a diagnosis or something?
So now I am Catherine?
No, it's just,
Why was it still talking?
it's the same like before.
Catherine.
Oh,
why
no.
is it still talking?
I see.
You know that.
What do you mean?
You know it's not magic. You were copied. The sleeping Simon in the seat was copied. And
I see.
you were here, just like Simon lived on in Toronto.
God damn you, Kath. 2 Simons? There can't be 2 Simons.
What did you think would happen?
That you were gonna take my mind and put it into another body, like a brain transplant.
I'm sorry, it wouldn't work that way.
You realize how messed up this is?
Please, I didn't mean to upset you.
How did you expect
It's like
me
the
to react to this shit?
Prestige.
Stop.
You're fucking disgusting.
Brutal.
What's gonna happen to him?
He'll sleep for a while, a few days.
And then what? Wake up in this fucking nightmare again?
Nah, he'd be dead.
Cool.
Well, what do you want me to do with him? Make friends? Let him know that we have to leave him behind when we go into the abyss?
What if he didn't need to wake up?
Murder.
I don't know.
Sure.
Maybe.
How do I do it?
I set it up for you. Hit the switch if you want to drain his battery. He'll die within a minute. I'd rather not stay plugged in any longer.
Okay. Drain battery. Bye, old Simon. I'm the new and improved version of you. Ah, peaceful silence. Alright, can I take my Omni tool now? Let's go. I'm so rude. I kinda hope that one was a trophy. Sadly, it was not. Oh, I knew you is though. Come on, let's go into the abyss. It struggles with the saves. Oh, was this the way I was supposed to go? I was just like, hey, there's a way that's straight or there's a way that's around the corner. I'm going around the corner. But I can go really far around the corner. Which makes me think I just ended up going the right way. That's fine. Collectibles aren't really a thing in this game. There are, like, fun little story elements that I may miss. That's okay. Not a big deal.
Are we done here?
Yeah,
Activate the climber, please.
sure thing.
Descend. Passenger 1. How do I do it? There we go. Whee!
Take a seat and we'll be off.
Set. Let's go. Ooh, the sunlit zone. Rich in light and oxygen. Pathos 2 main plateau.
Is that even possible? Is there some kind of afterlife? Do you think my place is taken?
The Twilight Zone.
Died like 100 years ago.
Poor light, lack of oxygen.
Is there still room for me? And what about the Simon?
Is that a fishy?
What do you think, Catherine? Is there a heaven full of redundant copies of the same people? Is there someone
Maybe.
out there who call me an imposter? It's dumb luck, right? And I woke up in the right body. I basically flipped a coin, and if I had called the wrong side, I'd be rotting away at Omicron.
Oh, there's a
I mean, there's
place
nowhere to
deeper
know,
than
right?
the abyss.
You didn't hit the make sure Simon wakes up in the right body switch, did you?
Interesting.
Not that you would know. I mean, he would still claim to be the right Simon.
It's true.
Christ, This is awful. We did an awful fucking thing. And you wouldn't mind? Why would you? How could you know that it's not me, the me that I am, the same that I've always been? Please say something. I don't want to think. Please.
Ooh, lights. The Midnight Zone. Perpetual darkness. No permanent sights.
Say anything.
When I was little, I used to climb the stairs all the way to the top of the building. And I can still feel how I had to, tuck my arm so I could push the heavy steel door open. Well, the first time that I dared go up there, I stepped out onto the roof and watched the smog rise and fall over Taipei. I got all the way up to the corner ledge and, I felt the warm wind in my hair and the sun was setting and the streets below were shadowed by the tall buildings. The people pushing through the crowd flowed like paint from
Herb contact. Jellyfish.
filled the air with aromas of all my favorite foods. For a brief moment, I felt connected to the world in a way that I never had before. It was the most profound feeling of comfort and sense of belonging I could ever hope for. I really never felt the same way again, but I went up to the roof many times after. I'm not religious, but I can see why people would be. The privilege of being makes a strong case, at least every once in a while.
Do you still feel that sense of awe? Even like this?
Things are different, but we're still here.
What's the point of going on? Everyone's gone. All the people still left are digital copies trapped in computers at the bottom of the sea. We'll never be able to rebuild or reclaim what we were.
Are you really so unhappy being what you are, or is this about the man who went for a scan 100 years ago?
Both, I guess. When I was back in Toronto, even the worst case, the darkest futures I could predict, they at least included my previous life somehow. I feel so uprooted.
Yeah, it's fair.
Nothing here that I recognize, nothing that makes me feel like I belong. Even if we make it to the Ark, would it be any different?
But then you'll be in the Ark world.
No friends?
You can make friends with those AI.
You could make new friends.
Or, the people.
Would like to know the time traveler. If not, you still have...
Still have what, Catherine?
Catherine? Hello, Catherine. What happened?
I hope I can at least pick up the Omni tool. No? Gonna leave Catherine behind? Maybe we can just fix it. That'd be nice. Get your jellyfishies. They're glowing. Oops. I just knocked it closed again. Alright.
Me, I know it's not much, but why have we stopped moving?
The power blacked out for a moment.
Whoa.
Atmospheric pressure. It's pushing pretty hard, really testing the limits of my suit.
Don't worry, it should hold.
Comforting.
Should.
Hold.
That's more like it. Look at the orange ones. They look like lava. Okay, descend to passengers 1. That is still correct. Why are you flashing at me? Do I just need to sit? I think I just need to sit.
Does time freeze when you're not powered?
Time feels omitted more than anything.
What's the difference?
I don't feel like I'm being held back or hindered. And I don't have the opportunity to...
Alright, let's go.
It's simply missing.
Sounds like sleeping without the dreaming.
Yes, but generally you anticipate when you're
Uh-oh.
about to sleep, and
That
there's
looks
a natural
bad.
continuation since we tend to wake up where we went to sleep. My experience is more like an ever-changing moment that never really seems to find closure.
One of those probes is freaky.
I suppose so. I guess it sounds exciting, but it really keeps me activated to the point of exhaustion.
Alright, now everything's getting freaky.
Could
The
be worse. Could be a
Abyss.
time traveler stuck in a body made from black goo.
Can't even read what it says. Science, Phi, and Tau. Oh, hello. Thanks, buddy. Buddy old pal.
Oh, good, you're back.
What happened?
Something dropped onto the cage. Knocks you right out.
Spoke to me.
Looked like a man, one of WoW's creatures. It just stared at you for a moment, then threw itself down the abyss.
It said it would make preparations. I don't like the sound of that.
It was very strange. I thought it was going to kill you for sure. Glad it didn't.
Yeah, me too.
And how much is left of this game?
Looks like we're closing in on the ocean floor.
Good, not sure the climate
Well,
will take
still a
much
bit,
longer.
by the
Okay,
looks
so
of it.
This is the Omega sector. It's about an acre of the abyssal plan used by Pathos 2. I expect we'll have to do some walking before we reach town.
Oh, good.
Not in a way that'll help us.
Right, the Opti has been here. We're following your old footsteps, Kat.
When I had footsteps,
You could still be down here somewhere, technically.
don't remind me, freaks me out. Alright, let's head for Tau and find that arc.
Alright. Give me this. And let me out. Oof. It is murky down here. Gross. Alright, let's go. Error. Luma link needed to call climber. That's okay. Climber's here. We don't need to call it. On the plus side, it's so dark down here we won't be able to go anywhere that's not lit. Alright, ACR log. Sample collection, physical checkups, check. Tower evacuation, failed. Bringing the Arctify. Alan Waldeck. Interesting. Okay. Let's go this way. That's all broken. What do we get here? Data buffer.
Tau? Come in, Tau. Please answer, Tau. Nothing. It's dead.
Let's move out. We'll try the next one.
Oh dear. Does not seem good down here. Seems like things have gone real bad. Not really surprising. Let's be honest. Nothing in here. What happens if I pull this lever? What do you do? I don't know what I just did. I'm surprised by how much there is to look at around here. I was like, oh, I'm in the deep dark. I'll just be going, following the path. Not really worrying about anything. But oh, there's a bunch of stuff. Strong torrents expected. Climber station, observatory, TVSD, and then Tau. Where am I right now? Feel like I'm gonna get blown away by strong currents. Alright, what is this?
Jesus, did you see that?
Somebody.
Stick to the lamplights. They won't go near them. I can't fail, Glasser. It's important I reach Omicron. Our future depends on it. Calm Calm down. Let's just follow the path. If I die, I need you to tell Julia Dahl that the WoW is out of control. She needs to get to Sarang. He'll know what to do. Ross, you can tell him yourself. We just need to pick up the pace, okay? Glass! We lost the path.
Ross.
We need to go back.
He's the one that died, and they were trying to put... WoW was trying to build him back together.
Over there. The light is over there. Final push, Ross. Almost there. We just...
And I get the feeling that Ross is the one talking to me. Is this it? Are we there? No, 700 meters. Oh gosh. Okay. Danger, stay close to the lights. Blue leads to tower, red leads to the climber. Alright. So we want to head toward the blue lights. Just out of interest, if I turn around, it's red on the other side. That's really cool. I'm probably going to get like super turned around at some point, or the lights are going to turn off, or both. Let's run. Just on the off chance the lights are getting ready to turn off. Also, there's bad things. I'm not sure if running is making it worse, you know? Is running alerting them to my presence? I don't know. Inventory, mission logs. Dried squid, 1 kg. 60 pieces of anema lal. Grilled shark. Atlantic blue marlin, 40 pieces of anema ral. 15 pieces of anema lal. 25 pieces of anema ral. Okay, that's fun. Can't open that. Can zap myself. Absolutely. How's the game going? It's going well. It's a little bit freaky. I don't know. I feel like we've almost gotten past the point of the scary bits. I'm sure there's going to be more. But so far... it was scary, and then it's kind of stopped being super scary. But it's gone good. You didn't get this far? Was that because it was too scary? Okay, my lights are not on. How do I turn these lights on? Where's the on switch? I need to keep following the lights. Oh wait, there was... I think there was more here, wasn't there? Statistics. Humpback whale. Squid. I have no idea what most of these lines mean. But the anglerfish, there is an error. Just got caught up with other games. That's fair. Yeah, it's a bit nuts. That's for sure. There's definitely still weird, freaky shit going on. Just not too terrifying at the moment, which is nice. Okay, now I'm gonna head toward the lights. Oh, these lights are on. Alright, let's go. Frictionally developed some creepy games for sure. Yeah. Oh, I nearly missed a turn. I had, I've tried playing it before. And yeah, combination of getting scared and, yeah, just not dealing with the freaky shit. I never actually finished it. But I figured Halloween was a good time. Okay, so the fish are trying to kill me. Can I go into this, or do I just need to run? I'm not moving very quickly right now. SOMA, Penumbra. I don't know Penumbra. I've never played Amnesia, but I have heard of it. Alright. This is fun. We're still following blue lights, that's good. We haven't started going in the wrong direction. Oh, Alien Isolation. That's another one that I've played some of, but haven't gotten through. You're getting nervous already. Oh no. Oh dear. It's a good one though. I have enjoyed what I have played of Alien Isolation. I had a history of being very bad at finishing games. Like even games that I was really enjoying. There's no reason for me to stop playing. I'd just drift away from them. One of the reasons that I think streaming is really good for me as a hobby, because it's actually forcing me to finish games.
Tao, can you hear this?
I think I've given up on one game on stream so far, so it's a pretty good effort.
This is Tao. Who is this?
All the others I've finished.
Peterson of Theta calling. I got a team with me, and we're about half a kilometer from Tao.
What? How did... You came in the climber?
Listen, we're having a really hard time with this sector. Heavy turbulence is making it difficult to move forward, and the wildlife you got is absolutely rabid.
Yeah, it is trying to eat me.
The instruments show the weather is relatively fair right now. You should move out as soon as possible. Stick to the lights. The critters should leave you alone.
All right, you heard the man. We're moving out, people.
Alright.
Tao, keep
Just forced yourself to finish Dishonored. Nice. Yeah, that's one that I've never gotten around to playing. That I probably should. One day. I just finished Man of Medan already for this month. That was fun. I liked that one. And I've got Plague Tale Requiem all pre-purchased and ready to go for most of the rest of October. It's not necessarily going to be a scary game, I presume, but it's moderately Halloween themed, and it's coming out this month, so I'm counting that as a Halloween game. The premise behind it was stupid, yeah. It was definitely not the best storytelling, especially following Until Dawn. So yeah, last October, I played Until Dawn, and it was spectacular. Absolutely loved that game. And so then, yeah, came into Man of Medan being like, yeah, it's going to be the same thing, but it was a bit meh, but it was fun. Still fun to play. Oops. Tau. This is not the most amazing. So, we'll see how the other ones go. Oh. What did I just do? Oh, robot, am I supposed to follow you? If I am, I gotta go now. The quarry, I'm so glad. I was about to say that's the one that I really want to try. Until Dawn has dated graphics. It does a little. But the storyline is fantastic. And the characters, like, I really felt like I actually got some character development and had some feelings towards characters. Most of them were bad. But give it a go. Oh god. But yeah, Man of Medan, I didn't care for any of the characters, really. Holy Jesus. Did that fish just eat my robot? Which way is blue? Oh no. I don't know if I'm going forwards or backwards now. Would recommend all of them except Medan. Good to know. My plan was to work through the what's the Dark Pictures anthology once each year. One Halloween each year I play one game. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna play The Quarry because it looks so good. Everyone else is playing Scorn these days. I don't know anything about Scorn. I missed it. I don't actually know where I'm going. I'm going towards the green lights, I think. I'm kind of just going left. The classic maze solution. Hopefully this is good. Alright, we've got more coloured lights. Oh shit, that's a bad thing right there. Ow! Oh, it got me. Ouchie. Am I crawling now? Or was I just crouched? I think I was just crouched. Is something else gonna eat me now? Okay, we have blue lights. That's good. Means we're still heading towards the correct location. Yep, there it is. Almost didn't see the next one. I think I see a bad guy though. I'm just gonna keep running. Yes, this is running speed with the terrible currents we're getting. This is as fast as I go right now. Ooh, are we there? Did we make it? Let me in. Let me in. Nice. Just realized a couple of days ago there's a Bob Ross stream of Joy of Painting, which is hilarious because I used to watch the show all the time as a kid. Yeah, I've noticed there's like a Bob Ross channel. I never actually watched as a kid, I don't think. Like, I knew that it existed. I must have seen it occasionally. Not consistently. Alright, the water is coming down. Lovely. I've seen people doing like Bob Ross streams as well, where they'll just watch a Bob Ross video and do a painting. Follow the instructions. See how it goes. This is fun.
Welcome to Tao. What's left of it.
You guys alright? What happened here?
We ran out of real food long ago. People
Oh
are
dear.
getting sick.
What have you been eating?
Heard from anyone in months.
do you mean
No
real
shit,
food?
Y'all think you're dead down here. Some failed evac story circulating at Omicron. Oh, God. Listen, son. We're on an important mission, and we need your help to operate the Omega space gun. When it's done, we can all head back up the plateau. But now we need to get moving.
Of course. Head on through to the habitat. We shut off the front section to preserve power.
All right. See you soon.
Nice. What's going on here? Suit status, signal lost, active tau, signal lost. Access, wow, in there somewhere. Tracking. Is that tracking, that's tracking the suits, yep. So same as before, one at Tau, one at the climber station, one at Omicron. Alright. That's fun. That's creepy. Love it. Alright, what's this way then? Alright. I was planning on finishing the next time the game saved. And the game just saved, so you're gonna run off and study something today. Nice. Good job. I have been very bad with my study lately, but I am about to start working 4 days a week, so I'm gonna get some more study in. Hopefully. I'm gonna say I'm gonna get some more study in at the very least. Anyway, congratulations. Thank you. I'm very excited about it. I have to work like 9 to 10 hour days the rest of the week in order to get the day off, but you know, that means I still get paid pretty well. And get to have a day off each week, which is great. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, Uncle Toby. Good to chat to you there at the end. Sound like since I started freelancing. I wish I had the confidence and the skills to do anything freelance. One day I'll get there, maybe. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'll be back on Monday, hopefully finishing this one off. I feel like we're pretty close to the end now. So I'll be finishing this one off on Monday night, and then, well, hopefully finishing it off. I have an extra couple of Mondays if I need them. But then we have Plague Tale Requiem comes out on the 18th. We'll be streaming that Wednesday nights and Saturdays for the rest of the month, and then Monday nights once I finish this one. So, yay! That's fun. I'm really excited to play Plague Tale. I really loved the first game. So yeah, super excited to get into the next one. Let me just have a quick look and to see if we've got anybody streaming anything interesting, doing some SOMA, doing some something else. Wow, there are a lot of people streaming SOMA. I did not expect that. Alright, where do we wanna go? Sadly, the one that is like most recommended to me has 50 viewers. That's a fair chunk. I don't want to go there. I'll feel bad about my 2 viewers. Who's that one? I could go to one of these. Perhaps. Who else? Who else is there? We're not going to raid the person that has 2.8 thousand. Can tell you that much. That person does not actually look like they're paying SOMA. That is outdoors. And then most of the rest of them don't have cameras. And I'm much more a fan of webcam streamers, personally. Okay. Well, this guy seems alright. Let's try this out. No. I don't know. I just looked at some of their tags. Maybe not. Maybe not for me. Alright, who else? Who is this one? How do they look? Ooh, this person has a heart rate monitor. That's fun. Oh, this person also has a bunch of Pokemon stuff going on. Oh well, that's fine. We're gonna go raid this person. Their name is MJ Durlac. I've never seen anything to do with them before, so they may be terrible. I have no idea. We're gonna go find out. We might as well, you know. No harm in doing that. So yeah, I'll be back Monday night will be my next stream, hopefully finishing off SOMA. Hopefully I'll catch some of you there. Thanks to anyone who stopped in any point in time today. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you around. Bye!